next.
Coming to you live from the Rant Radio Network studios, it's the SportsCast with your host, the sports guru and Bud Knocker. Call the show at 855-969-RANT. That's 855-969-7268. Follow the show on Twitter at sportscast_THN. That's sportscast_THN. It's the SportsCast on the Rant Radio Network.
Welcome back to the SportsCast, everybody. Wednesdays, 12 to 2 today. Special Thanksgiving 2-hour presentation.
Especial.
Over here on iRant Radio Network, baby. That's right. Clap it up. It's gobble time. Turkey in the hizzle. We got football going on for the next 5 days.
Plenty of football.
Plenty of football, plenty of drinks, lots of good food, family, friends. So stick with us, guys, for the next 2 hours as we get you guys set for the weekend with all your sports news. We're going to be breaking down a bunch this weekend. We got 3 games, NFL games tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got rivalry weekend.
Rivalry weekend.
I love that when people just try and say that. It's like, I'm not drunk. I just don't know how to say it right, you know? Rivalry weekend. I can really talk right. But we got rivalry weekend this weekend. Some big games. Knocker will break them down all for you, give you his winners. We killed it last week. 2 weeks now. I mean, my God.
And Fuego doesn't even describe the weekend.
It doesn't describe how much we've been winning. I mean, me and you've been eating healthy. The last 2 weeks, we've been having lots of good meals.
That's right.
A lot of free drinks.
Stepped it up from the PBR.
Stepped it up from the DVR.
PBR, man.
The PBR, yeah. Yeah, we did. We got away from the Pabst Blue Ribbon.
We're paying double figures for our 12 packs now.
No more beer shits for me. That's right.
We have stepped it up.
We have stepped it up. That's right. Turn me up a little bit.
I'm going to be throwing down some mucho macho michelada here a little bit later, man. I'm stepping it up, Doug.
Shitter was full.
That's right. No more PBR.
No more PBR shit.
That's right. But we ain't killing it, guys. Become a VIP. We always preach it every week on the show. But really, you guys, if you're into betting, sports betting, me and Knocker are the guys to follow here. We got 11-2-1 just over the weekend and last night's Monday Night Football game.
That makes us, I believe, 34-7-3.
Yeah, we just been
last 3 weeks,
breaking in the dough this week. So, guys, can we go on VIP only $14.99 at thenewsportsguru.com. Join today. But, again, on the show, we got NBA. We're going to talk some Kobe Bryant. Signs a fat new contract. It's a little bit, people are skeptical about it. There's some fans that like it, some that don't. So we'll break it all down for you, give you guys our opinions on that as well. NHL, we got the save of the year coming up in the NHL. It's going to be awesome. Knocker, you haven't seen it yet.
No.
So it's going to be pretty great. Stay tuned for that. We're going to have a lot of videos shown today. Wild World of Sports, lots going on there. We got the biggest stingray ever caught before. This thing's massive. Like, this thing scares me to go in the ocean.
It's prehistoric.
This thing could eat me.
Yeah.
It could literally eat me. I didn't think a stingray because I just went to SeaWorld a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stingrays are nice.
Yeah, I think wrapping its tail around your neck or something.
Nice. They're cool.
Yeah,
They're flying around. Not an 800-pound one, okay? This thing is huge, so stay tuned for that. I'll show you guys a picture. And then, to cap it all off, to send you guys into your weekend, we have one of the best dance-offs ever at an NBA game between an usher and a fan.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
need
good.
to see this one.
Pretty good, so stick around with that. And then, this is for Peppy Pants and all you Chicago Bears fans for getting your ass reamed by this weekend by Bud Knocker's Rams.
The Rams, baby.
You're the only one that called it on our NFL Game Day show.
She was wondering what was in my vape.
Yeah.
The truth.
The truth.
Was in my vape.
That's right. The truth.
I'm saying. That's right.
Yes.
The truth was in the vape.
The truth is in the vape, people.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent.
You do.
Straight.
You do, Knocker. We've both been pissing some excellence the last 2 weeks. Drink my own urine. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Step back from that.
That's a little far.
Exactly. But
That's
also, guys, for the Chicago Bears fans out there, you know, when your favorite team loses, especially I'm one of these kind of people, I get pretty shit-faced of it. So, you know, overcome my misery, especially with being a Cowboys fan. I've seen a lot go bad.
Drinking a lot of beers.
Drinking a lot of extra beers.
Being a Cowboy fan.
Exactly. God, woken up a lot hungover the next day. So, these two geniuses decided to take it out to the streets, these two Bears fans. You know what? Our Bears suck. Let's just decide who's faster.
Okay.
Let's just have a race down the side of the street.
One of us is going to win something today.
And this race ends as only a drunken foot race could end. So stay tuned for that.
In the cold, in the ice, right?
In the ice. Plenty of people watching. Cameras out. Two just belligerent dudes trying to run. And it's always a good time.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
Thank you, George. Appreciate that. So you guys want to give us a call today? 855-969-7268 is the number. Again, 855-969-7268.
What is on your mind?
You guys can tweet us as well during the show. It's usually a good way to get your word out on there. Oh, my phone is still on. I need to turn that off during the show. My God. You guys can tweet us, SportsCast _THN on Twitter. That's a good way to get your voice heard if you guys want to comment on our power rankings, BCS games, or anything we're talking about today, or just to rag on us or say happy Thanksgiving.
Sure.
So
just call in and say, Knocker, you suck.
Again, guys, you're listening on your smartphone. You guys can listen to just the TuneIn app. Everyone always wonders, ask that question. The TuneIn app is where you can hear this show live on the air. Also watch it at iRantRadio.com. So, all right, let's get into what's this weekend? What happened this weekend? Anything good for you before we get and break down in the sports?
This weekend, my wife and I took a impromptu, hey, let's go. We drove down to Palm Springs on Saturday night.
I love that. Just gets it going.
Yeah, baby.
I'm pumped today. We got tall cans in the fridge ready to go in a little bit.
Chilling up. We got some Modelo's.
A shout out to Fireman's Brew. They tweeted us out, and we did send them an order. So Fireman's Brew would be supporting you if we had our beer here.
Oh, you're supporting them.
We, of course.
We just don't have any to drink.
Again, we'll cover it up with plastic. We'll be like drunks. We'll just get paper bags. We'll just do it up.
Yeah.
Paper bags.
It must be the holidays, huh? We stopped off at the liquor store on the way in.
Yeah.
And people were just grabbing beers off the shelf, man. It was awesome.
I love Los Angeles. I really do.
You had the one homeless dude. He's buying 2 tall cans.
You got. First of all, it's funny. You go in there. You're Mexican, first of all, okay? So that's what's even funnier. You're just adding to the Mexicans going into this liquor store. The first one comes out.
Are you a Mexican?
Yeah.
Or a Mexicant?
You're a Mexican. You are. So the first guy comes out, right? He comes out. He hops on his bike, right?
Wendy would beg to differ. I'm a Mexican. But we're not talking about Palm Springs anymore, are we?
No, we're not. Yeah. So the first guy walks out, okay? It's guy goes onto his bike, right? Mm-hmm. Is it Indian? And that's what he did is he rode off on his bike with his tall can. So the first guy goes out,
right there.
Pretty scrummy looking guy. Could have used a shower.
Right.
Goes out with his tall can. Next guy goes in as you. Comes out with 2 more tall cans. Mexican come out. And next guys that go in, 2 worker guys with a box of Coronas come rocking out. I'm like, my God, is everyone just drinking work in the city?
11 o'clock.
It's like every worker is drunk. No wonder houses fall apart so easily. It's like, my God.
You know, the holidays are coming.
Yeah, I spent
doing brisk business.
My days confined to my office because the Xbox One came out and I did not move for a week.
Oh, my God, you're disgusting.
That's right.
You're disgusting.
That's all I did all weekend.
Wow.
Just play my Xbox One, loving it up. You could talk. I mean, it's finally here where I could say, I just got lazier. I could say Xbox on, and this thing turns.
Didn't think it was possible,
Didn't
right?
think it was possible. I thought remote controls made it pretty easy. I don't even have to move my thumbs now.
Oh, my God.
I
you
just
serious?
say Xbox on. My TV goes on. Yes, I'm just sit. That's all I do. Just sit in a room in peace and quiet. Say Xbox on. TV goes on. My whole entire TV channel's there. My whole guide. It's my TV on there. I can say Xbox, Netflix, boom, movies are on. Xbox, play a video game, boom. Xbox, give me a blowjob, boom. It does it. It's like right there.
Bam.
It's bam, Xbox One. Let's get to NFL, baby. Go to Power Rankings.
I got to work a little harder than that.
Yeah, you do. You got to work a little harder. Xbox, blowjob. Sorry, honey. NFL Power Rankings.
Wow, dude.
Big weekend coming off a huge weekend. Manning versus Brady.
What is your wife doing all this time while you're talking to the video game?
She does a lot of
Is
shopping.
she spending your money?
Yeah, I actually did.
So she really don't care?
It's like, honey, here's $400. Go buy Christmas for the week. Here, go.
Win-win for her, huh?
Yeah, big win for her. She went out and saw the new movie that's out. What is it? Brazen Fire or whatever that thing's.
Oh, Hunger Games?
Oh, my God.
Tango Hungry Games?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Tango Hungry.
Tango Hungry Games. We should do a Mexican version. The Hunger Games.
The Hambre Games.
Oh, man. Big weekend of football, though, Knocker.
Yeah.
You know, Peyton Manning going at it once again in an epic game. Cam Newton comes out again, shows why he's still one of the best coming out in this league. Top rising star. Also, Niners, big win, Monday Night Football, called that one as well. And my boys showed up in a game that a lot of people, one of those games that the Cowboys usually lose.
Yeah, that's like, what, 2 weeks in a row?
They actually
Tony
came back
Romo?
in the fourth quarter and cooked the field goal. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, they blew the lead.
Yeah.
They blew the lead, which
Normal.
is typical
Yes.
Cowboys. But 2 times now,
Yeah.
Romo hasn't choked.
Yep.
Has he turned the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously,
I don't know.
That's a serious question. I know we joke around a lot, but
I wouldn't give him
in
that.
your mind,
it's a
has he
good
turned the
game.
corner?
I don't think it's turned the corner yet, but it is progress. I like where the team's heading right now, and I like the attitude of the team. Yeah, they have the Dez Bryant issue on the side here, but overall, I think this team's quietly coming together here. Slowly, surely, defense is playing a little bit. They're still rattled, but they're missing their best defensive player. Ware's been out. I mean, they're playing injured all year. You know, they're finally getting Miles Austin back. Big game this week. They need to take care of business tomorrow against Oakland because, again, Cowboys always seem to show up on Thanksgiving. Tony Romo's had epic Thanksgiving games, the 400-yard games. I think last year he did. So, to your point, though, I think he's still got some. He's still throwing the bad passes once in a while. I still think that's his.
Yeah, but
his kryptonite,
that's
you know?
2 game-winning fourth-quarter drives.
He's got one of the highest QBRs in the fourth quarter.
That he can put in his back pocket. Well, he does have the highest QBR in the fourth quarter, but what was telling was it's pretty poor when he's behind.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it dropped from like 124 to like, what, 0.72 when he's behind in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks now, 2 weeks ago, I gave him my shot of the week.
And for you to give him, you're finally starting to turn a little page here.
Well, I tell the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. Whether I like the team or not, whether I like the guy or not, I'm going to call it as I see him.
Yeah.
And when the guy deserves a put down, I'm going to put him down. When he deserves a pick me up and credit for doing what he's supposed to do, I'm going to do that, and he deserves credit. If they lose those 2 games, they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And because they've won those 2 games, they're now pretty much in the driver's seat as far as getting to the playoffs.
They got the division record 4-0 in the division here. They got all the tiebreakers. So, yeah, Dallas is looking good. Before we get into Power Rankings, again, guys, you can check them out, thenewsportsguru.com. Post them every Tuesday night, our NFL Power Rankings. I get a lot of flack for them, a lot of hate. But they're always good. I always have some good pictures to make up for that this week. So
see, even Proto's getting in on it.
Yeah, what, he's drinking
Twitter.
beer?
I have half day today. Heading home, time for beer.
That's
Hashtag
right.
winning.
SportsCast and beer. It's winning right there. Thursday, baby. That Sunday night game, this is why I love Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback I might have ever seen play the game. I know Joe Montana's up there as the best. Everyone puts him as the number 1. Tom Brady, I'm sorry, folks. You can hate me all you want. Call me a lover. He is right there. He is right there. You know what I mean? And especially if he gets another ring, it's almost you got to put him above Montana just because the amount of competition and the skilled players he's playing with. Yeah, I know he's got Gronk. He has not played with good players for a while.
He doesn't have Jerry Rice
Yeah.
and Dwight Clark.
I agree.
And the same running backs that were in the backfield for.
Even Aikman. Aikman's playing with 3 Hall of Famers on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
You got to give it up for Tom Brady. For him to come back in that game, and for Belichick. People give Belichick a lot of crap. Oh, he's not he is good. For him to go into halftime, not panic, know that, hey, our offense isn't playing bad. They got a couple bad turnovers here. They made a couple plays on defense. We're still in this game. We're controlling them defensively. Peyton Manning's not beating us.
I think what you saw was the difference between
throw those Brady up. They're going to throw Brady pumped up here.
What you saw, or what I saw, what I noticed. And what I'm starting to notice, that's football right there.
That's football. Brady Gronk, man, that is pumped. That is a guy. Call him what you want. He might have bad haircuts, wear UGG boots, but the guy's a competitor, and I'd take him over anybody.
Yeah, I want him to lead me into battle. And what you saw on the other side of the coin was that once they started scoring a little bit, they started to get some pressure on Peyton, which the Chiefs never could accomplish.
Yep.
And Peyton, you can start seeing Peyton when he starts doing this with his feet. He gets the happy feet. And they start bouncing, and then his throws end up short because he's not stepping in the throw. Now, granted, he had the bad ankle, but he had the bad ankle in the first half too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So they started getting to him. Cold weather. Now it's totally balanced. The scales are balanced one side in this Brady Manning matchup over the years. And what a competitor. Yep. What a competitor Tom Brady is. He just refuses to lose and or ever get embarrassed.
Yeah, and I forget where, it might have been Freddie Coleman on the radio was saying about Peyton Manning when he throws the ball in the cold, it almost unravels. think of a ball unraveling, in the air.
Yeah, like the string's still in his hand.
Yeah,
and
but as it's in the
down.
air, it just and it slows up, and that's why he throws a lot of bad picks or balls sail on it because he can't get that tight spiral in that weather. And you've seen he's gone to the gloves.
Yeah,
he's using gloves now, and that's just showing he does not feel comfortable holding that ball. So it's gonna be real interesting when it comes. This weekend's huge for them. So all right, number 10.
Number 10.
This week in the power rankings, man, this team is falling flat on their face. They're lucky, I'm a Cowboys fan. I would have put the Cowboys here, but I'm going to put the Colts at number 10 here. They're just the biggest. Them and the Cowboys might be the two biggest enigmas in the NFL right now. Yeah. I mean, you look at this team, Colts falling flat in their face this weekend against the Cardinals. And, they've beaten the Broncos, 49ers, and Seahawks, but then they've gotten smashed by the Rams and the Cardinals. I just don't know what to make this team. This Colts team probably going to make the playoffs just because they start off hot, but don't expect them to be there long. They're one and done here.
I'd have to agree with you looking at the team. So nod to you for not being a homer and putting
but
the
Cowboys.
Thank
you. I like, but they're right there. They're getting in if they win this week.
It was hard.
It was hard.
I know it was.
That's
difficult.
why I threw the cheerleader in.
Oh, by the way, the Dallas cheerleader.
I know.
Dallas cheerleader.
Voluptuous, to say the least.
Is rocking.
Is rocking that
rankings.
top, right? She's rocking the middle of that power rankings.
She is rocking the power rankings right there.
Yes, she is.
Take a look, fellas.
Yeah,
more than just football.
It's more than just football at the power rankings there. So,
but I think that's a just position for them.
I think so too. We'll see what happens this week. And all right, number 9, this team.
Number 9.
Climbed up the most in my power rankings this week. And, I don't want to buy into it. The Cardinals are 7-4, folks. And they've beaten some good teams here. They got wins over Carolina and the Lions earlier this season. Convincing win over the Colts now. 5 weeks to go. Cardinals have looked for a playoff team here. And after 4 straight wins, man, they control their own destiny here in the NFC for the wild card race.
Yeah, the NFC West is just a vicious place to be playing now.
I think it's the hardest division right now.
I definitely
I didn't think I would say it when the season started. I'm like, you got the Niners and Seahawks, but a big drop off on those bottom 2 teams, but no.
No, that division is tough right now, and I'm disagreeing with where you have them. I would flip the 2, the 9 and the 8. I just think that they're playing more consistent football than the team you have ranked ahead of them.
Okay.
But big wins, and like you say, control their own destiny. Carson Palmer, what can you say about Carson Palmer? He has been written off. And, had the Raiders.
I'm happy for the guy.
This is what happens when you give Carson Palmer some field position. Give him a little bit of time. I mean, the defense is giving him field position. He's not starting every effing drive on his 20 or his 15. He's getting a few chances inside the other team's 50 and this and that. Give him a little bit of time. He still has not much of a running game down there.
Yeah.
But he's a football player, and I'm really, really happy. Class individual. He has never cried, never whined, never complained, unlike some other quarterbacks out there. And I'm really happy for him. I think this is a real good football team.
Big game in Philly this week in Cardinals and Eagles. Big game for
huge.
both those teams.
Huge.
So, all right, my guys, number 8, again, going over the power rankings, brought to you guys by Fireman's Brew. Check them out at fireman'sbrew.com, official beer sponsor of the SportsCast. All right, number 8 team. This team stayed even this week. I'm still not impressed. Andy Dalton just is not good. Cincinnati Bengals, though, 7-4. He's just not.
That.
It's not good. I just don't know what to say about it, man. But they've held 2-game lead now in the AFC North. But the Steelers and Ravens play each other tomorrow, so that one of those teams are going to get a win. So they're still right behind them on their tails. And a big weekend in this game against a fired-up Phillip Rivers Chargers team. Bengals got to travel down to San Diego. You got an East Coast traveling West Coast. And I mean, hey, say what you want about Phillip Rivers, man. I want that guy, him and Tom Brady. I mean, just the passion out of that guy.
Well, he brings that passion. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's
has
made a lot of just bad plays in the last 2 years.
But I can get over that in the fact because he has that. Let's go back out and get. Andy Dalton does bad. Oh, he goes into the coma, or Joe Flacco goes into the. They turtle up.
Or the famous Eli Powell.
Yeah, the famous Eli Powell. Yeah, Phillip doesn't do it. He gets pissed and he tries to go out. And I'd rather have that attitude than okay.
Well, yeah, I'd rather lose with a quarterback like that than trust some guy who's like you said, just pouts and the competitiveness of Phillip Rivers is definitely something to be admired.
Bengals though coming again at number 8, but a big game against the Chargers for both those teams. Chargers are still in the AFC hunt, man. The AFC wild card is still wide open. So, all right,
number 7.
This team again plummets 2 more spots. The Kansas City Chiefs dropped down to 7 after losing to the Chargers last weekend at home. tough loss for the Kansas City, especially especially with the Broncos losing. You could have that one game advantage going into this weekend, but it all lines up again for the huge game this weekend between Denver and Kansas City here.
Yeah, injuries on defense.
Yeah.
Ali,
they just can't get a pass rush, and we saw that against the Broncos. I mean, granted, Manning wasn't touched when they played here. Still, a great season, one of the best in franchise history, 9-2 right now.
Sure.
But I just don't. I think they're the weakest 9-2 team. That's why they're number 7 right now.
They're 9-2, and it's almost like panic is starting to set in.
Yeah.
If they lose this one, it's like, oh my God, 3-game slide, blah blah blah. But we'll see.
We'll see what happens. All right, number 6 here.
Number 6.
This team continues to impress me, coming off of 2 wins, but they're just getting healthier and better, and this defense is just amazing. San Francisco 49ers 7-4, took it to town on Monday night. Pretty easy game. A nice bounce back game for an offense that needed to get going. Something still concerns me though in the passing game. Passing game has 14 touchdowns, but they're all to Bolden and Duran and Davis. I mean, they just don't spread the ball around very much.
Yeah.
I think that's going to hurt them when it comes, you put a lockdown corner out there on Bolden, and maybe a good linebacker on Vernon Davis. You got to have some other options out there. And I think Crabtree come back, Manningham, once they kind of get all their pieces back, they'll be fine here.
But you got to be able, in my opinion, to throw to your running backs. And San Francisco just does not throw to their running backs. And I don't know if it's by design or the thing of Kaepernick doesn't trust them. Maybe it's design packages. They're in protection all the time, so they don't get a chance to get out there. But, like you said, they're relying on those 2 guys. And if you tie those 2 guys up, or, Vernon Davis gets hurt again, now what are you going to do?
They're like a piece away on offense from just falling apart here. So
and kudos. I don't know. I don't think it was this game. It was the last game. It was against the Saints, and I didn't get to comment on it. But kudos to Colin Kaepernick. He showed me a tremendous amount of, like you said, fire and determination when he ran down the Saints player after the interception.
Yeah.
And caused him to, the guy threw the ball out of bounds, out of the end zone for a touchback. But for a quarterback to run that hard and chase the guy 60 yards downfield, and create a turnover to where you get the ball back, shows what an athlete Kaepernick is. He's the fastest guy on the team. Yeah. I mean, the guy can run the ball, so I just wanted to let that out there.
Yeah.
But San Francisco's another enigma. We got to figure out that team.
Well, Alvin doesn't want Bolden tied up because he's got him on his fantasy team. Is that right? Yeah.
I do too.
It's going to be a tough game this weekend, though. Niners at home against the Rams. Rams, they're the toughest team to play. They might not be the best, but they are by far. They come to play every single game.
Jeff Fisher has that team playing every single down.
I agree. All right, number 5.
Number 5.
Coming this week, our NFL Power Rankings. Again, guys, check them out at thenewsportsguru.com. Number 5 this week, the Broncos fall 1 spot. Again, coming off a loss to the Brady show. Up 24-0 at halftime. Most people might have flipped that game off. They say, this is a blowout, but the defense, again, is a big struggle. And like I said, Manning in cold weather, you saw his ball flutter in the air. And a big play at the end. If you could throw it up here at the end of the game, Broncos blow. What were your thoughts on this play at the end here with Welker, calling off, didn't want to catch the free kick, ends up bouncing off one of his players for the fumble, gives Patriots the field goal position in overtime. Kind of funny just how Welker is in the middle of that play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's bad luck.
Just bad luck?
Just bad luck.
Just bad luck.
Yeah.
So who do you think wins this weekend?
The Denver, Kansas City?
Yeah.
God. I thought Kansas City home turf was sacred ground, and but the Chargers chewed them up pretty good. I'm going to have to go with Denver.
I'm going to have to go Denver,
Unless they can put Manning on his back or pressure him, he's going to carve him up.
Yeah, I just don't see that with the injuries.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. So, again, though, going back to this Broncos, a lot of people pegged them for Super Bowl favorites coming into this year. I'm concerned. I don't think that they are the AFC favorites right now.
Well, no Sean getting hurt isn't going to help them.
No, it's not, because their other running backs can't hold the ball, man.
230 yards.
Monte Ball can't hold the ball for his life. Yeah. He fumbles almost every game they put this kid in.
And that's too bad for Moreno, because he was one of the biggest disappointments coming out of the draft. He hasn't done much for the last 3 years, I believe. So he put up over 200 yards against that New England defense. Yeah. For them to lose him, it's going to be a tough blow, but Kansas City's defense giving up those 31 points, I don't like that. Yeah. I think Denver scores just enough, again, to outscore them.
All right, number 4 here. Coming to our power rankings, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Still continuing, and I wrote on my power rankings, they got past the stub your toe game. This was a stub your toe game for the Panthers, coming off 2 big wins, a letdown game. But you know what? They came back in another fourth quarter drive by Cam Newton to beat the Dolphins. And, they're right behind the Saints right now in the NFC South.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be playing each other twice in the next 4 weeks, and that's what's going to come down in this division. And it's gonna be great. I like the Panthers. I like what they got going. I like that they were able to run the ball, old school. They're kind of an old school football team with not a new school quarterback.
Well, their coach is from the Bears. That's the way the Bears play football. And the Bears wish that at some point they could have a quarterback, like Cam Newton to run that offense. 7 wins in a row. What can you say? Hottest team in the league.
People are questioning Ron Rivera's job. Remember when the season started?
He was
Ron Rivera out. Is he out by week 5, week
seat.
6? Yeah.
Yeah. But just what it shows you what can happen is if everybody buys in and everybody puts their egos away and you just play football one play at a time, one down at a time, and you stick together, and they're a great display of teamwork right now.
Yeah, I agree. All right, coming in our top 3 guys, the elite of the power rankings.
Number 3.
I've been preaching it all year. You guys might hate me. I might be a Patriots homer, might be a Brady lover. Hell, I might even wear Uggs myself. But you know what? Probably got a bad haircut too, but you know what?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, but you know what? The guy wins football games. The guy wins football games, and like we showed the video earlier, again, guys, you can watch all the videos right now at iRantRadio.com. We show a lot of video highlights and stuff, very interactive show, so make sure you guys, if you just listen, go back, watch the show. You'll laugh your ass off, I'm sure. So Brady, though, comes back, great win. You look at, I got the stat from Crazy, I think it was from SportsCenter, though, from the Elias, who keeps all the NFL statistics here. Teams trailing by at least 24 points at halftime were 5 for 617.
Wow.
5 out of 617.
5 wins, 617
losses entering Sunday night.
Yeah.
You have a better chance of hitting the lotto than coming back and doing that.
Yeah, especially against a team like Denver. My goodness. Come on.
Again, the Patriots, though, their offense is starting to click together. They've been the healthiest they've ever been all season.
Does it just show you how much Gronk means to that offense?
He's just he really is
I wasn't
like the
sold on
LeBron,
him. I didn't think he was that good.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
But
I'm with you too.
He is that good.
I didn't buy into it. I was like, oh, he's a big guy. Had one good year. Brady kind of made him better than he is. But this guy, he's amazing. He goes up. He's got great hands. He doesn't mind throwing down a block or two here. The guy, it's a team player, and I think him and Brady really have found something here. As you saw them getting each other pumped up. So
he's one of those guys that he doesn't have to push off.
Yeah.
He uses his body. He never has to extend
space.
his arms.
Yes.
But he just steamrolls into you and has you backpedaling, and then he stops, and you're still backpedaling.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to push off. That's why they don't call pass interference on him. And boy, oh boy, man, he just catches the ball.
Catches the ball again. But again, the part, though, with the you're going to be concerned here is, again, that rush defense. They're still weak up the middle without Mayo and Vince Wilfork missing there. I think that's still going to be
they got to not put the ball on the floor.
Yeah. Ridley, you saw
come on, man.
So Belichick doesn't take crap, man. Ridley fumbles, he's done.
He was looking into the
as a fantasy
stands
player,
for a running back.
Like, fuck me, Ridley, really? 2 plays and you fumble and you're out of the game already. But Shane Vereen, talk about a guy coming back and meaning something to this team. Shane Vereen's been a big piece.
And you know what the interesting thing was? Brady is the first quarterback to be 100 games over 500.
Oh, is he really?
He was 143 wins and 42 losses.
Okay.
The first quarterback ever to have 100 more wins than losses.
He's only lost
ever
42 times in his career in the NFL.
That's what the stats said,
That's
man.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That is. That's crazy. All right, guys, number 2. Now,
Number
this is
2.
where I got a lot of crap from a lot of people putting in my power rankings. How do you not put the Seahawks number 1? Oh, my gosh, they're 10-1. Jesus. How are you putting the Saints up there? You know what, guys? The Saints, to me, are a little better team. I've seen some weakness in the Seahawks. I don't like their offensive line still. I know they're getting Percy Harvey back, but, I think with these two teams, it predicates on home field advantage. And that's why I named my power rankings this week, home is where the heart is. Because you know what? Every team feels better home. You know what? Not like when you just feel good when you're at home, right? Whether it's comfortable of your surroundings, you got the fire going, some home cooked food, you got maybe support of your family, kind of like the crowd. And I think both these teams feed off their home field advantage. That's why Monday Night Football is going to be the best game of the year. Everything matters on this game this weekend. If the Seahawks can pull this out, they are in the driver's seat to go to the Super Bowl. If the Saints can pull this out, they are in the driver's seat to go because you know what? I like the Saints' chances at home if these two teams end up facing off in the NFC Championship game. I like the home team.
I would switch these two.
I know a lot of people would, and a lot of people would.
I
love Rob Ryan. I'm sorry, you can hate all the right. He is a fantastic defensive coordinator. He's got this defense amped.
Yeah, my problem is the Saints' 2 losses on the road have been ugly losses. They
Okay.
did not
To the
play
Jets
well
when they-
on the road. And in my opinion, they got to play better. They got to play better. The Seahawks, although they haven't played great on the road, they win on the road.
You're right, but the Seahawks, they've given up some points at home to the Jags. I mean, came in there, put up some points on them. They've had some close calls at home too.
It was the Jags.
Yeah.
Okay, they were probably, hungover.
Yeah. They're like them for that game. We're like, we got to play this.
I'm sure they weren't ready and up to play that game. But what an epic Monday night game.
Yeah, they're probably going in that game like this, Knocker, huh?
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Really? We have to show up for this
Pretty
thing?
much. Yeah,
So,
pretty
all right,
much.
guys, but you can flip-flop those. But again, I think those are your two, though, teams that are really elite
You
right
have to
now.
say, yeah.
That are really elite. So, again, guys, check out the Power Rankings, thenewsportscrew.com. Put them out every Tuesday. And when we get back, guys, after the break, me and Knocker, it's time to get our drinking started here for the Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to grab some tall boys. Come back out here. Knocker's going to break it down, man. Great weekend. College football rivalry weekend.
Rivalry weekend.
Will be coming up. We're going to cover all the games, BCS rankings, break it down, USC, UCLA. We got Auburn, Alabama, Oregon State, Washington State, Florida State, Miami or Florida State, Florida?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it Florida State, Florida this weekend?
Florida State, Florida.
God, I feel sorry for you, Florida. Stop blocking your own men. We'll be back after this.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
What's wrong? I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
I'm going wild for the night, being polite. 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 I'm going wild.
Back here on the SportsCast, Wednesdays, 12 to 2, right here, RantRadioNetwork.com. People, happy Thanksgiving to all you travelers out there. Fly safe, going back to see your families, friends. Have a good time. Be safe, though. Eat lots of turkey. Lots of football on this weekend. Again, guys, want to thank my pal Bud Knocker being with me. Alvin over there and producing the show. Throwing down the beats. Going to get into some college football now, guys. Just a second as me and Knocker crack our first beers of the vacation weekend. I am going Vato style here in my paper bag. I feel like really, really trashy.
I'm going to throw some beer in here, and I'm going to
Are you going to drink some Mucho Macho Michelada?
I'm going to throw down the Mucho Macho Michelada.
Ooh, Mucho Macho Michelada. You guys can find this at muchomacho-michelada.com.
Yeah, baby.
You guys have heard it on the commercial breaks. It's Michelada mix. It's awesome. You guys can just take your beers. Knocker does it on camera here. He's going to pour a little bit into a cup.
Let me wait till that.
Wait till the fizz goes down a little bit. You got a lot of head on there, dude.
I do.
You got a lot of head on there, bro.
I do, baby.
That's what Wendy said last night.
Baby.
She's like, honey, you got a lot of head on there. Turn my volume up there.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's right. All right, as Knocker gets this going, let's champ it up, Knocker. Come on, get this Micha going. Come on.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Here we go.
We are brought to you by James F. Hunshammer.
That's right.
CPA in the beautiful city of Glendora. Do JamesFHunshammer.com.
That's
all
right.
Your CPA needs.
Took care of me this year.
Yeah,
Took
buddy.
care of
we
me.
also brought to you by Al Delino's restaurant in the beautiful city of Azusa. Best Italian food on the planet. Check them out. So we just pour our Mucho
Okay,
Macho.
we're pouring the Mucho Macho
Michelada into my beer here.
Okay. There it goes. All right. Looks good. Got a little stir now?
Stir.
Okay.
Now, from what I hear, white women
My wife
really
loves it since she's
enjoy
a
this stuff.
Greek white woman. Oh,
Yeah.
it's foaming. It's foaming on you. It's looking good. Oh, it's looking zesty.
It is.
It's looking zesty.
It's looking zesty here.
That's right. Flying higher. That's right.
We're going to go for it.
Go for the first
Cheers.
taste. Here we go. Cheers, baby. First drinks of the weekend, guys. Oh, man. Good,
You know what?
Knocker?
That is tasty.
Pretty good, pretty tasty.
Zest to your cerveza.
Like it. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Going to get into our NCAA football rivalry weekend. Go throw me on the NFL theme. Give me a little intro, NFL theme here.
Oh,
throw it
did
down
the
for me.
Knocker call the
There we go,
upset?
baby.
Call the upset again.
Rivalry weekend, Knockers upsets. Knocker, you
called
called
it
the
last
upset
week.
this week. Oklahoma
I told you.
State
Yep.
taking down the Baylor Bears.
Baylor Bears went into Stillwater where they hadn't won.
And I hate
since-
you, Bruins. You couldn't win one stupid game this past weekend against Arizona State.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
Come on, but big weekend this weekend. Lots of huge games. Lots of BCS implications here. We're going to break down all the games, of course, with Bud Knocker. You guys can follow Bud Knocker on Twitter, at Bud Knocker. You're like, how do you spell that? You're like, it's BUDKNOCER. So Bud Knocker there.
Just like it sounds.
Just like it sounds. All right, we're going to get into it. Throw me a little back here. Getting into some of the big games of the weekend. Oh, Knocker, your favorite. There you go.
Atta baby.
All right, let's break down real quick before Knocker gets into the matchups. BCS rankings as they stand. We'll go through the top 10. Alabama, number 1. Florida State, number 2. Ohio State remains at number 3. The 3 undefeated teams at the top. Well, the undefeated teams that matter. I don't count Fresno State or Northern Illinois. So Auburn at 4.
Hey, easy on the Bulldogs.
I
and
love the
Huskies.
Bulldogs. We got a lot of family that play Fresno State
That's
up there. I
right.
love the Bulldogs.
That's right.
They're just not going to beat Alabama or Ohio State or Florida State.
No, they're not.
Shout out to Chris Pacheco up north. All right, Auburn going to go at number 4 here. And Missouri at number 5. Missouri still a lot to play with here in this last week. Number 6, Clemson, big game, South Carolina this weekend. Number 7, Oklahoma State. Number 8, Stanford. Number 9, Baylor. And number 10, South Carolina. But real quick, our boys, USC, the Trojans, baby. Finally, they're breaking the top 25. Big weekend this weekend. UCLA, USC.
Coliseum.
The Coliseum.
Will be rocking.
That's right.
Right now, I think USC has been established as a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
Which I think is a pretty good line. I believe USC is going to win this game.
Okay.
It's kind of nice to see both teams ranked in the top 25. A little bit of the luster came off of this game when Arizona State was able to hold on to that lead. Had they lost, this game would have been for the Southern Division Championship of the Pac-12. As it is, Arizona State will be playing Stanford. The only thing yet to be determined is where that game will be played, and that will be determined this weekend on who wins and who loses. But USC, boy, have they come a long, long way from the beginning of the season. They were drifting. They were playing with no emotion. They were looking at a losing season. It was just horrible what was going on. And Coach O has made one hell of a change. They survived the game up in Colorado. That was a trap game for them. But, they came out strong and kind of said, let's just go home at the end. Gave up some points at the end there. But
I was going to ask you, with this game coming in, Coach O, the job he's done has just been unbelievable. Turned the organization around. He wins this game. You keep. I mean, the big question out there right now, you keep him because, in my opinion, there's no one else really to get that's worth going to get as far as big names out there. I mean, is Jack Del Rio really that big of a name?
In my opinion, no. Only because
I mean, Johnny Manziel's made Texas A&M what it is. It's not their coach.
Oh, I don't know about that. Kevin Sumlin's a hell of a coach.
Kevin Sumlin's good. He's also had one of the worst defenses the past 5 years.
Yeah, but I mean, at Houston, he's one of the best offensive minds in the country.
I just don't see him at Houston.
Okay, my issue is you can tell the difference between someone who gets family, someone who gets the USC tradition, someone who understands what it means and what it's like to play football at the University of Southern California. And he has brought all that. Now, Del Rio played there and all that. My only problem with Del Rio, and it's just my opinion, you watch him on the sidelines of the Broncos games. There's just not much there.
Yeah.
I mean, just thinking, man, he may be one of the smartest X and O guys there is. He may be one of the best defensive minds on the planet. I don't know. I just don't see where he's inspiring college football players. The pros don't need the rah-rah guy. I mean,
Coach O's just got something. The players believe in him. I think you got to bring this guy back for, I was saying, I think you give him a 2-year contract, maybe a 4-year, contract, 2 guaranteed. Say, you know what, hey, after 2 years, if things aren't working, we can opt out of this thing. But you got to bring this guy back. He's done something to that school. He's made me a believer of USC, and I just like the guy. Put out the past. I know he had a bad. Where was he used to coach at? He had a bad run over there with
his first head coaching job. He left USC under Pete Carroll and went to coach at Ole Miss,
Yeah,
which is a very difficult place to coach.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and he's an outsider.
That's
at Ole
SEC
Miss.
football, right?
And like he said, I acted like I thought a head coach should act instead of just being Ed Ogeron.
Yeah,
and I've learned my lesson.
He feels like he feels.
He's
like
comfortable.
USC,
He's just going, I'm going to be me. Like Pete Carroll. Everybody laughed at Pete Carroll.
Yep.
What's he doing running up and down the sidelines, acting like a kid?
Yeah.
Why is he out there practicing
USC
with the players?
fans
blah,
miss
blah,
that,
blah.
and they want that back.
And they've got it back now.
Yeah.
And I think that, in my opinion, the only guy that I would like to see other than Coach O right now, and I'm with you. I think he's deserved at least one more year, especially under the sanctions, the 10 scholarship sanctions that USC is under right now. They go for one more year.
Yeah, maybe wait a year and hopefully John Gruden.
Okay, and see what happens. But, yeah, you just hit it.
Yeah.
Gruden is the only
coach,
man out there
I agree.
that I think could come in, step into this USC program, and
everybody would rally around, take it by the horns,
everybody would
go.
rally around this guy. The guy
agree.
is nothing but pure, unadulterated enthusiasm.
I agree.
And he's one of the best X and O guys in the game. And why he's not coaching, I mean, he knows better than anybody else. I guess he just doesn't want the pressure. He's looking for the right place to be. I don't know. And on the other side of the ball, look what Mora has done with the UCLA program that under Neuheisel was an embarrassment. I mean, they had gotten to the point where USC was a few games ago. It was an embarrassment for the proud UCLA football tradition where they were at the end of Neuheisel's reign. And for Mora to come in and basically just slap a no-nonsense attitude, and that's working over there. That's working at UCLA. He's got his players believing. He's got them playing. He's got them playing 60 minutes of football, win or lose. Last week they still had a chance to win that game at the end of the game, even though they had fumbled the ball around and blah, blah, blah. So, the luster that may have been gone from this game is now back. And, for Los Angeles, this is just, it's it. The schools are 13 miles apart.
Yeah.
Closest schools, rivalries in college football.
Well, let's get into a little bit of rivalry week. I'm going to throw some matchups at you. I want you to break them down, give you our winners. Go ahead and throw it on right here. I'm going to mix it up a little for you. This is for the riding dirty section for you, Knocker.
Oh,
yeah. Just for you, the Knockers. Riding dirty rivalry weekend matchups, baby. Again, guys, you want to call in, talk about it with Knocker or me, 855-969-7268, Knocker. All right, first one up here. We'll get you up first because this is the funnest one to watch just because of the coaches themselves. Number 6, Clemson. At number 10, South Carolina, the Sweeney, the Dabo Sweeney, the Steve
Sweeney.
Spurrier round whatever, 24 that they're on now.
This is awesome.
Best rivalry. You guys could check it out. I'll throw up that Burning Tiger video. I mean, we had students from South Carolina build a huge tiger effigy.
Right?
Is it effigy or effigy?
Effigy.
Effigy? Effigy? Effigy. So look at this thing. You check out the video here. This thing's huge. They end up burning it out on the campus. I mean, this is just what this rivalry means to these two schools. Much hate between the two, whether it's fighting over Death Valley, whether it's the two coaches going at it. This is always just a fun game to watch with a lot of passion, Knocker. How do you see this one playing out? It's in South Carolina. Steve Spurrier, Clemson's been playing great since blown out at home. What do you like in this one? How do you think it goes?
Well, Clemson has lost 4 in a row, I believe, to South Carolina. They don't play well at South Carolina. I love the fact that neither school calls the other school by its name.
Yeah.
Clemson,
you were listening to these YouTube
Sweeney
videos
calls
before.
them USC. He won't call them South Carolina.
They're from California. They're from USC.
Yeah. He will not call them South Carolina. He only calls them USC.
And as much as I haven't really liked Dabo, I'm starting to like the guy a little bit. I don't know what it is.
Hey,
I'm starting to like it because I just can't stand Steve Spurrier. He's either drunk or he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time.
They couldn't be more opposite. They both wear their emotions on their sleeve.
God.
When things are going wrong at South Carolina, Spurrier's
like
the sidelines.
Food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling
That's
off.
how Spurrier is.
I mean, there's always an over and under on when the visor's coming off.
Yeah, something's happening. Like
he's gonna throw something.
He's gonna throw. Just get out of the way.
And when his quarterback screws up, it is the most awesome thing to see when he gets mad
bad for the
at
kid.
his quarterback.
Like mic the kid up just because I want to know what Spurrier's saying to the kid. But in this one, what do you think? You think Clemson pulls this one out?
I am going to go with South Carolina.
Wow, okay. Big South Carolina.
I'm going to go South Carolina, makes it 5 in a row. Clemson just struggles in the big games, i.e. the bowl game last year where they just got destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Home team. I'm going with the home team.
Well, we got a call on line 1. Let's take it in right now. All right, caller, you're on line 1 with the SportsCast. Who we got? Hello. Line 1, we on? I don't think so. Call back.
Yeah, please call back.
Please call back. We want to get your thoughts on it real quick. Call back, caller. All right, guys, coming in next here, another big game here. Rivalry, pretty good.
Well, before we move, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Taj Boyd has any chance at the Heisman Trophy?
Do you think Taj Boyd has any? Oh, we got the caller back. Line 2? No? Line 1? No call? Not yet. Okay. Love our show.
Huh?
Well, I can't hear you in the producer room.
Do you think he has any chance?
Now I have line 1. Now it's ringing. Are we good? All right, I'm taking it. I don't care what I'm taking it. Good?
Hello, this is the IRS.
All right, y'all on the SportsCast. Who we got? Hello.
Come on, man.
We got a caller here, Alvin.
Come on.
The show is flowing. You're on the SportsCast. Who we got? I don't know. Figure it out. All right, but what was your question?
Taj Boyd.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say that he throws 4 touchdown passes and Clemson just clobbers South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get invited to New York? Does he have a shot at the Heisman?
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
I think Taj Boyd is good. I'm not gonna put him down. I just don't think he's the Heisman winner this year.
Okay.
This is my
not
opinion,
even not even a seat. Not even a
maybe a seat. I think maybe it's a seat there.
Okay, he gets invited.
Yeah, I think he gets invited,
win.
but he's not winning.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not winning. So, all right, guys, next big game up here, Johnny football, number 21 Texas A&M going into Missouri, the number 5 Missouri Tigers, baby. Big surprise this year. Should be a pretty good game. A lot on the line here. What is it? The SEC championship basically on the line here.
For Missouri, yes.
Yeah.
Missouri has a spot waiting for them in the SEC championship game if they win this game. Okay? If they lose this game and South Carolina wins, South Carolina, on basis of their comeback win at Missouri, they were down 17 in the fourth quarter, pulled that game out of their butts, and they hold the tiebreaker with the win over Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So if Missouri wins this game, they win the SEC East, and Alabama, another one's coming up, which will determine the other side on that.
So what are you taking in this? We think Johnny football comes out and has another big game. Maybe gets a little Heisman talk going.
I just don't think A&M is as good as it was last year. I think Missouri's on a roll. I think that win last week down in Ole Miss, which is an extremely tough place to
big
play.
win for Missouri.
That was huge. Wasn't pretty for them. It was kind of a grinded out game, which Ole Miss gets you into. I think the place is going to be in a frenzy. And, I think that Missouri pulls this out and gets into that championship game.
All right, Alan. What if I kill you, Alan? That's right, bitch. All right, Proto. That was Proto calling. He just wanted to say, wanted to call in and say cheers, happy holidays, and everything to us. So shout out back to you, Proto. Have a good weekend this weekend. Big Thanksgiving. Eat lots of turkey. And have a couple beers on us. So, all right, guys, next up in the big game, you were talking about it just a second ago. We're going to that Auburn-Clemson game, man. Everybody's looking forward to this one. Number 1 Alabama at number 4 Auburn. The Auburn Tigers playing, out of their mind right now. Alabama, though, tough place to play in Auburn. It really is. A tough place to go in and win here, and I really think that they got a good chance to take the upset here, but I think the lack of passing game with Auburn is really going to hurt them. I think they rely too much on the run.
That is really tough. And this is my coach of the year. Malzone coming back to Auburn and this, which is expected to do nothing this year, and put him on the precipice of an SEC championship and maybe a BCS championship game. Iron Bowl, Alabama, Auburn. This is a rivalry that is probably, in my opinion, the second to the USC. I'm from out here. I can't understand what happens in the SEC as far as the rivalries and this and that, but I do know that this is a hate game. That in this state, you're either War Eagle or you're Crimson Tide. Yeah. And that's from day one.
Oh, big time. They hate each other. These two schools hate each other.
They just do not like each other. I'm going to go with the upset.
Okay.
I am going to go with the upset this week.
Knocker.
Just because I just don't. The odds against Alabama winning 3 championships in a row are heavy.
Yeah.
And although they've played well, I'm pissed that they played a team like Chattanooga for the.
I mean, you will have this argument day in, day out.
I got a problem with them playing them. I got a problem.
Really? You got a problem with the SEC being the best division conference in all of
I got
college
a problem
football?
with their scheduling. I don't have a question that they're the best conference.
Well, because I have a couple snoozy games after I play teams
at
that
the
are
end of the year.
You know?
Yeah, they should be playing conference games all the way till the end of the year. They shouldn't be scheduling Coastal Carolina. South Carolina should not be playing a team that they can beat 70-7 a week from the end of the season. They should not. Alabama should not be playing Chattanooga. Florida should not be playing Georgia Southern. Although Georgia Southern beat them, Florida should not be playing Georgia Southern. I'm sorry. That's horrible scheduling. It's padding your schedule.
But you're going with the Auburn in the upset here. I don't mind that pick. I kind of like it.
Auburn had a bye last week.
Yeah, a lot of time to prepare.
I think they're sitting and waiting, and I'm giving them the nod based on the fact that Charles Barkley is going to address the Auburn team before this game. And how can you lose with the round mound to rebound, giving you his philosophical views and revving you up before a big game? I'm going to go with the upset and the Auburn Tigers.
Okay, next big game up here. I think this is the team that actually is going to take down Alabama in the championship game. Florida State at Florida, number 2 Florida State, going into a Florida team that, if you guys missed the video that was going around last week, they were blocking themselves.
That's awesome. First play of the second half.
First play of the second half. We got 2 Florida players that actually literally blocked themselves on a run.
And they didn't let go. They blocked themselves for the entire play. It was awesome.
They did it just like in practice. just like in practice, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it might have been one of the funniest things I've ever seen in football.
You can go to ESPN and you can.
You are
pull
one
video
pathetic
down.
loser.
Yeah.
And they had a good laugh at it. They stayed in the film rooms. Hey, we had a big laugh. What are you going to do?
But
it was funny.
Florida State, though, I really do think that they have the right team to match up against Alabama this year. I think that those two teams are going to end up in the BCS championship game. Hoping for the upset with Auburn, but I don't think it's going to happen. But this Jameson Winston off the field issues, is this going to maybe get into the head of him? Maybe not in this game, but maybe in this championship game. They're trying to hold off the hearing until after the championship game happens or after the bowl season. But does this take an effect on a guy like this? He's a young kid.
I don't think it'll have an effect on him and his performance on the field. I really don't. My issue with this is A, okay, is Florida State going to bend the rules and let this guy play? Depending on whether they charge him, whether they charge him with a felony.
They bend the rules anyway.
I just love the fact that if you charge with a felony, you can't play unless you're
from Florida State.
Yeah, we're playing in a BCS game.
Yeah.
And shit, yeah, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see what happens as this goes on in the next couple of weeks, assuming that Florida State wins this game, which I think they're going to blow Florida right off the field.
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest blowout in all
the
rivalry games.
I think so too.
This weekend. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to fathom. And what happens if he can't play? Mm-hmm. The question was raised. It's a good question. A, what happens to his Heisman chances?
If he can't play,
he gets charged with the felony.
Yeah, if he can't play though, can you let's just say he plays this game, okay? Next week the hearing comes down and he's actually found guilty. He gets kicked off the team, whatever. Can you actually drop a team for losing a quarterback? Does the BCS calculate that hey, they lost their best quarterback, should we bump Ohio State in number 2?
I don't know, because the final rankings are going to be the final rankings.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
though?
absolutely. I think
are we going to see an Alabama versus Florida State without Jameson Winston?
Exactly. It's a bona fide question, because Florida State without Jameis Winston at quarterback is not a better team than Ohio State.
No, they're not. Not at all.
They're just not.
No.
And it's going to be a shame if that's what happens.
I don't think they're better than Oklahoma State. Really, their quarterback matters everything to them.
Yes, their quarterback is that team.
It's like
right
Aaron
now.
Rodgers with Packers. You take Aaron Rodgers off the team, you saw that team falls apart. Same thing with Jameson Winston. All right, next up here, man, this game is usually a lot better than it's going to be this year. But number 3, Ohio State at Michigan in the big house. It's usually, obviously that last game of the season for these two teams every year usually is a great matchup. But I just think Ohio State goes in there and absolutely just puts the hammer down, because they know they got impressed in this game. It's their last game of the season to even have any chance to get in that number 2 spot. If Florida State happens to falter, but which I don't see they do. But Buckeyes over Michigan big this weekend?
This is what I'm deeming the frustration bowl for both teams. Michigan was supposed to come out and have a pretty good year this year. They had Devin Gardner at quarterback. Brady Hoke was supposed to get them over the hump this year.
They're looking at a 1 or 2 loss season. That's what they're hoping for.
1 or 2 at the most, and they were looking forward to this game. So that's why they're frustrated. They're already calling for his head. Okay, over on the other end, you're on the verge of 2 undefeated seasons in a row, and you don't get to play in a national championship game. You're still on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State comes out to make a statement and just crushes Michigan, and hope that by crushing Michigan's a better team than Florida right now. They can come out and crush them with this thing over Jameis Winston. Maybe that can sway a few voters and get them into that game. I don't see it happening, but I do see Ohio State winning this game and winning it pretty handily.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll cover a couple more here before we get to break. You said this one's going to be kind of an interesting game, or just for betting maybe purposes. Purdue at Indiana. You're talking about this game coming in here.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game.
Yeah.
I know it means nothing to anybody outside that state.
Yeah.
But you've got 2 teams that, on paper don't look real good, but Indiana has scored points. Even in their losses, they seem to have scored points, except getting crushed by Wisconsin. It was 49-0 or something like that. Purdue's just a bad team.
Yeah.
Purdue's just a bad team, so I'm kind of interested to see what the line is and what's going to happen
We were talking about big old blowouts here. I think this is another blowout you're going to see between 2 teams. Number 25, Notre Dame, and number 8, Stanford. I think Stanford just throws the hammer down this weekend on Notre Dame. I don't think Notre Dame moves the ball at all. in this game.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Stanford just got to be frustrated.
Stanford and Oregon,
really
they
do.
just both had good seasons, and it all just fell apart the last 3 weeks for both these teams.
Yeah, for them not to have a sniff, but it's their own fault.
Yeah.
It's their own fault. But Pac-12 is not an easy conference.
Yeah.
Not an easy conference to play in. You got Oregon playing Oregon State, Washington, who just hammered Oregon State.
Yeah. Arizona State, Arizona is going to be a good game,
That's
too.
going to be a good game.
Yeah.
That is always a
so
good game.
if you're going to pick one upset here out of all these rivalry weekends, is Auburn your big upset of the weekend?
Auburn is my big upset of the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
I think you've got a couple of interesting games still to go here. Fresno State's going to San Jose State, okay? Fresno State and Northern Illinois are fighting neck and neck. Northern Illinois won a game in 17-degree weather last night, okay? And there's a game going on this weekend. Buffalo's playing Bowling Green. I know I love my MAC football.
Are you really throwing this stuff out there right now?
Buffalo is playing Bowling Green, and that's going to be a great football game.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
Whoever wins that game is going to play Northern Illinois in the MAC championship.
Okay.
Whereas Fresno State, they're hanging on. They're both hanging on to that ranking, which could get them into a BCS game.
Yeah.
So it's just a little interesting when you watch these schools that are on the outside looking in, fighting and clawing to get their way into a BCS bowl game.
Okay.
So you might want to keep an eye on that Fresno game this weekend and then the MAC championship a week from now.
Okay. All right, guys. That's been your rivalry weekend breakdown by that Bud Knocker, guys. Check him out at Bud Knocker on Twitter. He brings it every week. Going to be a great weekend of college football. They got games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so a huge slate of NCAA football. Real quick before we head out, just a couple news and notes. Aaron Murray, Georgia quarterback, done for the season, tears ACL. So tough season for him and Georgia. Just had a tough season for that team alone.
Georgia was riddled with injuries all year long, and they played hard. They never quit. Crushing loss to Auburn on that last play, and then to drive all the way down there and not make it. Coach Rick, I respect that guy. I like that guy. He's a great guy. Tough year. I hope Georgia bounces back, but tough loss for Aaron Murray. He set every single record that there is to set. And speaking of records, I'm not letting this go.
What's that? What, that you like this?
I like turtles.
Not letting that go, huh? Or what about this one?
I like Mark Sanchez.
Which one are you not letting go? Which one are you not
I'm
letting
not
go?
letting this go, man. Okay? Jordan Lynch for Northern Illinois last night.
Yeah.
Broke his own NCAA record for rushing yards by a quarterback in a game. He rushed for 321 yards on 27 carries.
All right.
Eclipsed his own record of 316 yards. Think about that. 321 yards on an icy field. Unbelievable. Played his ass off. And he joins a select group, the 2020 Club, rushing for 20 touchdowns, passing for 20 touchdowns in a season. He's done it. He joins Johnny Manziel in 2012, Cam Newton 2010, Colin Kaepernick 2010, and Tim Tebow in 2007. That's some good select company, and I did not want to let that pass.
Okay, well, you know what? He's doing a little bit of this like you this weekend.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent.
Doing a little bit of that, huh?
Damn straight.
Damn straight. All right,
man.
we got a tweet coming in from Matt Sebastian Canes. Wants to wish us a happy Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
So big shout out to you guys as well. All the Sportscast fans, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Again, we got another hour, though, to go on the show. Real quick, Knocker, you called me up just to watch this hit. Man, this hit just blew you away. It was fantastic. You're like, Josh, you got to get this video of this play. So we'll break it down right now.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Bitch!
Oh, bitch. Little bitch.
And usually, it's the offensive guys. When we bring in You Got Knocked the Fuck Out on this show, it's usually an offensive player in football
Getting their ass kicked.
kicked.
Yeah.
Well, it's always nice when it's not flipped on the other side, right? Always good to
Absolutely.
see. Well, check out here, UCF running back here, William Stanback of Central Florida, just proved why. He's a crusher, 205-pound bone crusher. Check out, he runs over Rutgers defensive back Anthony Schiaffi, lowers his shoulder, and just delivers the punt. I mean, he flew like, my God.
He doesn't even break stride.
No, he doesn't even break stride at all. The guy on the ground was like,
I'm Batman. I mean, he loaded up, and he just dropped his shoulder on that poor guy.
And just
dropped
That
him.
is your college. You got knocked
right
the fuck out of
through him.
the weekend.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Bitch!
You little Rutgers bitch.
Little Rutgers bitch. All right, guys, when we get back, we're going to go to commercial here. When we get back, we're going to talk some NHL, NBA. We're going to talk some Kobe Bryant. Big news. Derrick Rose. tough again. Derrick Rose going to have another surgery, probably lost for the season once again. We'll talk about that. NHL goalie save of the year. We'll break down the standings for you. Also, Wild World of Sports, don't miss it. A great one today for you guys. We've got one of the best dance-offs you'll ever see. Also, Chicago Bears fans, stop drinking and running marathons. It's just dangerous. We'll be back after this.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
One can of Four Loko.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass-produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Did you ever want to have your own radio show?
No.
Okay. But if you did, You should call the Rant Radio Network at 855-693-4897.
What was that number again? I don't understand what you're saying.
855-693-4897.
Right. Happy Thanksgiving out there, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today to the SportsCast special 2-hour edition. Get you guys all set for your big holiday weekend. Lots of sports on, lots of football. Broke it all down for you guys. Missed the first hour. Go back. We covered NFL Power Rankings. Went over some of the matches coming up this week. Then got in some BCS rankings rivalry weekend with the Bud Knocker. Go back, check out all his picks, and break it down for you. Again, you want to call the show today, 855-969-7268 is the number. Also, Twitter, SportsCast_THN. I want to give a shout out to JuicyWhip.com, big sponsor of the show. Check them out at JuicyWhip.com, guys. You're our official sponsor. All the aguas frescas out there, you guys need the horchata, the orange whip, Jamaica, tamarindo, all the taquerias out there, El Pollo Loco. If you guys see those big spinning drinks, that is us. That is JuicyWhip.com, guys. So make sure if you have any restaurant vendors out there or a business owner you guys want to get in touch, you guys can get a hold of me or go to JuicyWhip.com. Big sponsor of the show, so big shout out to them. So
gotta say that music fit the air freshener in this place.
Oh yeah, of my G-Pen. Had the G-Pen air
anything.
freshener.
I'm just saying it
Yeah,
just fit the mood.
That's just my personal scent. This is my scent. Yeah. I got the I use the Snoop Dogg cologne. It just sprays weed on you. It just sprays like weed.
Comes in all kinds.
It comes in all, they got OG Kush. They got OG Kush, Banana Whamma. They got Trainwreck. I mean, you can get any kind of stuff you want from there. It's awesome.
And everybody's favorite, Chronic.
Yeah. I just don't recommend it if you go out and you're going to drive somewhere. Because if you get pulled over, like, officer, look at my scents. You just pull them out. It's like Snoop Dogg cologne.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
That's right, officer.
Peacock.
You gotta let me fly, officer.
Okay, I do want to mention this.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a charity event coming up on December 15th for one night. It's called For the Love of Our Country.
Love it. I love it already.
Musical guest is Kevin Costner and his new band called
I didn't know that Kevin Costner, they just did bad movies. He actually sings.
Hey, get off of Kevin Costner, man.
I love Kevin Costner, but after I saw The Mailman.
I like his
what was
movies.
No, but what was the mail one? Do you know what the mail one where he was like a messenger back in
Postman.
Shoot me in the face like 5 times, Kevin. I love Dancing with Wolves. You were fantastic in that, Kevin. And Waterworld. I'll even give you Waterworld. You know, most people hate Waterworld. I love that movie.
Hey,
Waterworld's fantastic. Right? Don't you? Waterworld's fantastic, Alan. It's a good movie.
Baseball movie. If you build it, they will come.
Field of Dreams,
come
great.
On.
The Postman killed it for me. But I still love you, Kevin. Go see Kevin.
Come on, he was in Bull Durham.
Yeah. No,
come on.
I hate the Postman.
Give him a break, man.
It took 4 hours of my life I'll never get back.
There's a silent auction, 7-course meal. It supports IAVA, which is Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America.
Love our veterans.
Absolutely. And the NSWFF SEALs Family Foundation. Okay, you can go to www.loveofourcountry. Ticket donations start at $500, but it's well worth. They're doing great. They're running out of tables. If you want to get in on this, it's a great evening.
Yeah.
So check that out, and we will always do anything for our veterans.
Okay. Also, I'm going to give some little Thanksgiving stuff as we cover sports in this show. Towards the end, guys, I want to get your guys' opinion. What don't you like at Thanksgiving? Like, what is the fixin' that you're just like, why do they put that out? Because I got something to go. I got some stuff to say at the end of this show.
Okay, man.
And Grandma, I hope you're listening.
I'm sure she's not.
Aunt Steph.
Hey.
Love her. I love her.
Where you're going with that, but that's good stuff.
No, it's not. You know where I'm going with it.
Oh,
but
I don't even go there.
Okay, well, we'll go there. We're going to go there at the end. So for people chime in on Twitter, call us in. We're going to get to like last 10 minutes of the show. What do you just hate that's always at Thanksgiving that you're like, why do you put that out? The Indians didn't have that. Just go. Like, they didn't make that. You know what I'm talking about, Knocker. I'm going to go there at the end.
I love that casserole.
Okay,
you can just shut up right now.
All right.
Shut up right now.
Give me some association, man. Let's get into the NBA right now.
Shut up now.
NBA, there's a lot going on in the association. Season just getting underway. I'm finally starting to watch some more games now that college, especially college, is going to be dying out in football. Getting into our NBA. Me and you always get into it second half. You're like second half NBA guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And NHL, because football consumes us.
It's just like an NBA game.
Yeah.
Second half.
Second half.
You don't really
Why are
need
you
to
watching the first half of an NBA game?
You don't need to watch the first half.
Not at all. I totally agree with you.
Last 5 minutes.
Except playoff basketball is fantastic. Playoff NBA basketball is awesome.
Like any other sport, playoffs are the playoffs.
See, people are already chiming in on Twitter about what they don't like at Thanksgiving. It's a good subject. I'm bringing it up later.
Cranberry sauce.
See,
go fuck
yes,
off.
Yeah, exactly. See, you got to save them for later. You got to save those for later. All right, coming up the NBA, though, Kobe Bryant, big news this week came out. It's a couple days old, but we got to talk about it because we got a lot of Lakers fans. And, of course, we are in L.A. over here at the Rant Radio Network studios. Again, guys, watch us live right now, iRantRadio.com. Also, guys, check us out, thenewsportsguru.com at our pod center. We have all of our shows on demand. People are always like, oh, how do I get your other show? How do I get your NFL Game Day show? It's all there for you right at our pod center at thenewsportsguru.com. So you guys can download, watch all of our shows as well. Again, tonight we have another 2-hour special show, Thanksgiving show. Going to be show is one to chime in. If you're going to chime into a show tonight, we got a special announcement tonight as well. You're going to want to stay tuned for. We got a special guest, Sam Tripoli, just fantastic. It's just going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a fun show tonight. A lot of stuff going on. So check it out tonight. Total Op Network from 5 to 7 tonight. 5 to 7 special time. New times just tonight. 5 to 7 though on Toad Hop Network. All right, NBA though. Kobe Bryant signs a 2-year extension with the Lakers, $48.5 million for a guy that has not played in the season, still hasn't played, and we don't even know what we're gonna get out of him.
38-year-old guy.
God, why did you make me good at sports?
No kidding, man.
Still that coach that put Tommy at first base and not me. I was better.
I wish you'd get out of my life and shut up.
Seriously.
You were good, homie.
I was. I know I was good.
You chose hockey.
Yeah, and I chose smoking pot. I'm just being honest. People know. I mean, we're honest. We've been on the air 3 years now. People know. I made my father cough up. I love it. That's awesome.
That's too bad.
I know.
I'm so proud.
I know. 12 years of private school and he became a stoner. All right.
Yeah, that's where my 40 grand went.
Hey, but I kick ass at Xbox.
Yeah, you
I kick some ass at Xbox.
Yeah, you do, and you can prognosticate.
Anybody want to take me on Mario Kart? Bring it, bitches.
And you can pick football games.
I can.
Okay.
See, so I got something out of it.
Silver lining.
My math classes worked out.
Yes,
right?
yes. Your math classes, your probability odds are really good.
Can't make a PB&J, but man, I can pick sports games. All right, though, Kobe Bryant. This show's fantastic.
Well, I really
Kobe
hope
Bryant.
your mom and your grandmother are not listening right now.
Oh, you just wait till the end of this show. I'm going to rant off about some Thanksgiving food.
Shut up.
All right, Kobe Bryant. Like, seriously, can't wait. All right, guys, coming in, though. Kobe Bryant, want to get into this for a couple minutes here, Knocker. A lot of Lakers fans out there. Some disappointed, some happy. I think this was more of a you got to do it more than we want to do it for the Lakers organization.
I think this is a little give and take by both of them. In today's world, I'm a little surprised. I really am. I think this shows a lot of loyalty on the Lakers' part. Yeah. You know, you're going to pay a lot of money to a 38-year-old guy. He did take a pay cut. Oddly enough, that is a pay cut. He could have demanded
a pay cut.
He could have demanded $32 million a year. He was up for that.
He is going to be 38, and he's going to be the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Coming off an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
And we're maybe going to I love Kobe. You're not a big Kobe guy. You never have been. You respect his talent. You just don't respect the attitude or his.
When Kobe is playing team basketball.
Because you're traditionally a really level-headed sports fan analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really the fandom aside, the numbers, and you look at the picture, the full picture here.
I try to.
And still with Kobe, he just does something that just irks you a little bit.
I am still waiting for Kobe to make everybody else on the floor better.
Better, okay.
And when I watch Kobe, when Kobe's being Kobe, ego Kobe, the rest of the team kind of just stands around. It's like, okay, he's going off, so all I get to do is play defense and rebound. You know, I got to battle under the boards while he jacks up 55 shots.
Yeah.
That's just not fun. You know, that's not fun from the time that you're 10 years old when you're on that team.
The guy got 5 rings doing that.
He got 5 rings because he had talent around him. He had Shaq. He didn't get those rings on his own.
But no one gets rings without talent around him. I don't like when people make that. You act like Jordan just did it by himself. Like,
no.
Jordan had a great surrounding cast.
No.
He had an NBA Hall of Famer with him the whole entire time.
Yeah, one guy. He had no center.
Who did Kobe have? He had one Hall of Famer for a good 4-year run with Shaq. What other Hall of Famers he played with?
No, this is true.
Okay, so that's my biggest argument here. He played with Pau Gasol, one of the pussiest players in the league from Spain. I mean, come on. Yeah, Pau Gasol is good, but he's not a Scottie Pippen.
Okay, but my point is he ran Shaq out of here because he just didn't want to share the spotlight and play team ball. When Kobe is playing team basketball, Kobe's at his best when he's scoring 20 points, okay, playing all-NBA defense, which he made the all-NBA defensive team a lot of years. When he's playing defense, dishing off to open players and getting his whole team involved, then yes, he's the best player in the world. There's no doubt about it. I won't argue that point. But when he goes off on that, whatever it is he gets into, and just starts jacking shots, and the rest of the team just stagnates and stops moving, you can't win like that. You just can't. Michael Jordan.
I agree. I think he has to change his game. I agree with you on that.
Okay.
But don't take away what Kobe has done, though, and don't.
No, I will never say that he's not a champion. I will never say.
Look at LeBron. He's playing with. When did he get his rings? When he started playing with a future Hall of Famer in Dwayne Wade. So stop with the Kobe. Jacks up too many shots. He has had to do that. He's had to carry a team.
I'm still not going to buy that.
Okay, well,
I'm not going to argue his championships, his
work
toughness,
ethic.
his work ethic. He is all of that. He's all of that. Okay, but Kobe, and you have to admit it, Kobe just doesn't sell.
Yeah,
to the public,
that's what Twitter's coming in right now. It says Kobe can fuck off too. He's no better than cranberry sauce.
But he doesn't sell the way Shaq did. He doesn't sell.
What are you talking? He's made over them $5 billion. Numbers came out. He's made over $5 billion for the Lakers worldwide. Yeah, his brand is bigger than him.
But he's very polarizing.
Yes,
okay?
That's why you pay the guy what he's. I mean, I understand that, but I think this is a bad deal. As much as I love Kobe, I think it's a horrible deal for the Lakers.
I think it creates an issue with the salary cap and getting the players that he's going to need.
That's my biggest complaint too.
Okay, now Mitch Kupchak, he thinks that they're going to be just fine and they're going to get the players that they can. Their biggest problem, they play in the West.
Yeah.
They play in the West, and all the teams around them are younger, bigger,
with 2 stars,
and stronger.
With 2 stars.
Most of them,
Everybody's got. You got Tony Parker, Ginobili, Duncan. You have Oklahoma City. You got Westbrook, Durant.
Mm-hmm.
You got who else? You got the Clippers. You got Griffin and CP3. Throw in whoever else you want on their team as far as stars go. You got Golden State. You've got Stephon Curry and what's his name's son, Michael Thompson's son over there as well. I mean, you have to have 2 or more stars in today's NBA to legitimately have a chance at an NBA title. There's just no question around it anymore. And you have to have that third maybe star, third really good role player to really do anything. I mean,
give me who in the last 5 years, okay? The Lakers have gotten one big free agent in the last 5 years, and it took them less than a year to want out.
Right.
And that's the problem. Who is begging to come to L.A.?
And I think
L.A. should be the place where everybody wants to go.
I think it starts at the top with Jerry Buss's son. I just don't think he really.
Well, this is his first year really running the show.
Right, but I think he's got an ego. This kid's got an ego at the top here.
You can't. Well, he's got an ego, but he's also got the complex where I can do this. I'm not my dad's. I'm not just here because my dad was this.
Yeah,
I've got some smarts too.
Yes,
I can get this done.
And Genie's great. I love Genie, but with D'Antoni they're just not going anywhere either. D'Antoni's not the coach that's going to take you far in the playoffs. Maybe a round if the Lakers get there this year.
Yeah, I just have an issue. They have no size.
They got no size. Exactly. Even if you put Kobe on this team now, I just don't think they're any. They maybe are 5 games better, 5 more wins. Maybe that's what Kobe gives you.
I just don't see where they can get, especially with this kind of money being paid to him, 1/3 of the salary cap, where they can get that other guy that you're saying they need, where they can get that other guy to put them in an NBA championship.
Dr. Rob's chiming in on Twitter here. It says Jordan won his titles against superior competition in comparison to Bryant. So Jordan beat some good teams, but so did Lakers beat some good teams as well. I mean, they beat the Celtics. That Celtics team was pretty decent coming out of the East that year. I know they're getting in their older spots there. I forget, who did they beat? They lost to Detroit, right? The Pistons, I believe. They beat Detroit. I'm not sure. I can't even think back to their
I don't remember
their championship runs back there.
Didn't they beat?
They beat 76ers. I know they beat
I
Iverson.
know they beat the Sixers once.
Yeah.
They beat the New Jersey Nets.
Oh, there you go.
Not the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, they did.
And I believe they beat the Pacers one year.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and they beat the Celtics in that that crazy
okay,
Game 7
I'll
back in LA.
give you the Celtics.
You're right. You know, Dr. Bob, that's a good point though. You're right. The teams that they have beat in the finals were not like the Miami Heats of now you're going to see as far as East competition. So, all right. Well, anyways, it's going to be interesting to see how the Lakers kind of work this out. Their offseason is going to be great. I just think this year's a lost season. We'll see how they do. They're just trying to see who we're going to keep for next year, basically, with Kobe. So, all right, coming in again, Derrick Rose, though. If you can go ahead and play the video up here, we're going to show the video for you guys. Derrick Rose, most of you probably already saw it, but we're going to show it anyway. Suffers, again, another knee injury here. Going to be out for the season. If you guys can go ahead and check out the video, Alan, go ahead and throw it up there. On crutches after the game. And just sad to see Knocker. You know, I'm a big Derrick Rose fan from when he first came. Just like his, never really a shit-talking guy, you know. Here's a video for you real quick.
You see him make this little back cut. They got a hand on it. Now watch right there. He kind of planted. And that would have appeared that maybe it was his left foot or knee, but it was his right that... as you see Jeff Tanaka and Derek leaving for the lock.
That's good. Thank you. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate that. Yeah, so, ends up hurting the right leg, which is different than the one he had all the surgeries on. And this guy's just falling apart. I just don't know how you can come back from two major, knee injuries on both legs and really be the same dominant superstar player that Derrick Rose was when he started.
Well, he's not going to be.
He's not.
He's not.
It's
going
sad
to be
because
the
he
same
really
player.
was a talent.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got T-Mac, Brandon Roy. It happens to a lot
You're right.
of great
That's a good point,
players. But if he can change his game, and work on some other things, he can still be an effective.
He's just not going to have that explosiveness.
No,
of
he's
driving
not going
to
to
the
be
hole,
a
you know what I mean?
superstar.
He's always going to have his jumping game. He's just not going to be able to drive to the hole with that explosiveness off the dribble like he was able to do before.
So he's going to learn to have to do some other things. As back to Kobe. Kobe's going to have to change his game a little bit too.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the same player, and he's admitted that. He's going to take some less minutes and blah blah blah. But yeah, Derrick Rose. It's just a shame. And
it is.
Now,
man.
what do you do if you're the Bulls?
Yeah.
Do you start preparing for life without him?
I think you do. I think you have to. I think you have to look past Derrick Rose at this point now. I think you have to look at, okay, what do we got? What pieces can we build around with Noah? And I think you have to, because Derrick Rose you're not going to get the same player. And I know Kobe's come back, maybe comparing to Kobe in a way where Kobe's come back from injury too, but Kobe's coming off one injury. And Kobe's different than any other player when it comes to recovering from injuries. I think he's just a different species. You know what I mean? This guy just recovers.
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
A gamer.
I don't think there's been a tougher player in the NBA.
I
this
agree.
guy, especially the last 5 years of Kobe's career, he's played with some injuries and played hurt the entire time.
Yeah.
45 minutes a game over the age of 35. That's just insane and ridiculous, playing as hard as he plays.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get my computer just.
No, it's fine.
my computer
It's just
froze.
it's just a sad story with Derrick Rose. I'm sure you guys all saw it, but again, it's just sad to see a good player go like that. Real quick, go through the divisions, and then I want to take a quick break, come back to Wild World of Sports and some hockey, and get our Thanksgiving bashing in at the end here. So real quick though, Indiana continues to roll 13-1. Knocker won 4 in straight, 10-1 in the conference. I mean, everyone's saying he's Paul George kid. He's fantastic. He really is. He is just a gamer. They've got they're healthy right now. And at the Indiana, I called the season. I called it, Knocker, going to NBA Finals, man. I really think they have a good chance to beat Miami. Miami, though, is continuing to roll 11-3 in second place, and then it just drops off. Those are the two main teams. You got Atlanta, Toronto, Charlotte, and the East just gets bad after that, after the Indiana and Miami. Coming over the West, like we said, it's just hard. West is just stacked right now. San Antonio. I mean, my God, I don't know what to say. Greg Pop, you are the best coach.
Is he not
he
the best
is not.
coach in
He gets the
basketball?
most out of every player on that team, and this team continues to always be at the top. And I wouldn't count them out to go back again. Exactly.
Intelligent
They're
team.
smart. Yep. And Portland, big surprise this season. 13-2 so far in second
I'm
place.
liking them a lot.
7-1 on the road. This winning away from Portland. Usually they're a great home team, bad on the road. little different this year. And then, again, everybody kind of bunched up. Oklahoma City, Clippers, Houston, Golden State, Dallas, and Denver rounding out your top 8 there. The Lakers sitting at 7 and 8. I still think they might get into the 8 spot going in. So let's take a quick break, though. When we get back, we're going to have some fun, guys. Here we go. Thanksgiving time. We get back. We'll talk NHL Save of the Year, the drunk race of the year. You do not want to miss it. You think me and Knocker can dance? Wait till you see this little black kid. He is badass. Got to give him some shots up. And the biggest stingray you will ever see in your life. Wild World of Sports, we do it like no other. When we get back, guys, right after this.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one. Tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
fashion. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts. We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor. We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more. We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes. Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including zero. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
I stay smoking no good Jamaican. I fuck bitches from different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new
SportsCast. Welcome back to SportsCast. Wednesdays, 12 to 1:30. Now 12 to 2 today. Special 2-hour Thanksgiving episode for all you guys out there. We wish all the SportsCast fans a very happy Thanksgiving. From all you guys out there, we appreciate all the support. We are thankful for you guys out there. You are what make this possible. Keep this ship afloat. So we appreciate all you guys' help, support out there. All the VIPs, again, man, we appreciate you especially. You guys really support the show. So thank you all out there. And thank you, Alan, for another great show today. Rant Radio Network, big thanks for having us. My God, that's the biggest thermos I've ever seen, Knocker.
I'm having my Thanksgiving
Knocker's
beer.
having his Thanksgiving beer. He said I can only have one, right, Knocker?
I told Wendy I would only have one beer.
That is by far the biggest thermos I've ever seen in my life, Knocker. Like, my God.
That's it, baby.
That's bigger than what my stomach cavity. Like, I don't think that could go in my stomach. I don't think it could.
No.
Do you think you could drink a whole thing without that going piss first? Like, you think you could finish one?
No.
No way, right?
Not
what is it
my
called?
age.
Big as Texas?
Not in my age.
That's
in
huge.
my
If you guys aren't
physical
watching
condition.
right now, Radio Worth Watching shows. Look at that thing.
That's
my
my
God.
beer for the day right there.
What is that called? Big as Texas? That's my nickname in
Texas.
bed, baby. That's my nickname in bed.
Es grande como Texas. Right there, homie. That's my beer.
All right, guys. Again, check out tonight. We got a special 2-hour episode tonight. ToadHopNetwork.com, NFL Game Day show. 2 hours tonight. Sam Triple, we got a special announcement tonight, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys tune in. All right, now let's get into our NHL right now, real quick before we get into Wild World of Sports. On the ice, the puck, baby. It's been going great. Ducks, baby. We went duck hunting last night.
Hey, the Stars went duck hunting last night.
3 goals in what?
53 seconds.
It's got to be some kind of record or something, right?
53. No, it's not the record. Believe
Really?
it or not, it's not the record.
My God.
But yeah, the Stars scored 3 goals in the third period in 53 seconds, 5 overall in the period to take the Ducks down 6-3. Their first home win in quite a while.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, man.
Big-
That's what's great about hockey.
Yeah.
You're
Change
never going
like
to see
that.
3 goals in soccer in
No.
53 seconds. Okay, they've been playing that game
Lay off our soccer fans.
for 6,000 years.
Don't piss them off.
Okay, 6,000 years they've been playing soccer, and
I
you
love
will
soccer.
not see 3 goals in 53 seconds in a soccer game.
Love soccer. Anyone want to challenge them on FIFA? Breaking Bad 187 on Xbox One.
I am so proud, people.
That's my gamer
I
tag,
am
baby.
So proud.
Breaking Bad 187, Xbox One. Challenge the Guru. I got NBA 2K14. Been ball. I was throwing down jams last night. I was throwing down jams on NBA 2K14. That's right. Yep. If you got Ghost, if you got Ghost, I'll play you in some COD and Ghost too. FIFA. I'm the man. That's right. Thank you, sir. All right, coming up, we got the save of the year right now in hockey. If you guys missed it, I posted it up at thenewsportscrew.com. Red O'Bara pulls off one of the best bicycle kicks are usually known for soccer, as we were talking about, and they're pretty hard to pull off. Now, when you're a goalie and you can pull off a bicycle kick save, that's just epic. That's just awesome. Well, check it out here. Flames Blue Jackets game. Go ahead and throw it up from here, Al.
Power play for Columbus. Johansson to Johnson. Oh, what a stop!
Oh!
He went around the world with the pads. You won't see that every day. Wow.
Blue Jackets moving around
Check
very
this save
quickly
out,
all the way across.
Oh!
Gets that leg right out, kicks
Oh,
it.
there's the top
And
view. This is the
timing,
best
not only
one.
of the slide across, but
Oh, just a kick save.
That's more Pele than Brodeur, don't you think? That's a
That's good,
bicycle
Alan.
kick.
Throw up the GIF that we had, the slow-mo one, which is pretty good, too. Yeah, check out the videos right here, guys. RantRadioNetwork.com. I mean, just throwing the heel up, Knocker. Boom.
Wow, the blender right there.
Yeah, the blender.
It's the blender
Red
save.
O'Bara, though, you get the save of the year so far in
Awesome.
hockey. Badass save.
Yeah, the
guys
first
can
one
check it out on
the
our
first
NHL
one I ever
section.
saw like that. Didn't Brodeur in the playoffs
Yeah,
a couple
just
years
pull out
ago
some big one,
throw
yeah.
one down like that?
Yeah.
That's just awesome.
That's awesome. So, want to get into Wild World of Sports here real quick, and then we'll get into our Thanksgiving loving at the end here. Wild World of Sports, we got a lot going on. Here we go, throwing it down as only we can on the SportsCast.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
That is right. We bring
that
the
hockey
constant.
report was brought to you by my sex life. Over in 1 minute. Start to finish.
Over in 1minute.com.
Start to finish, but it was wonderful and informative.
It gave you 5 fucking children. Must have done something.
I'm just
See,
saying.
they just have to lay out the shit. You just got to lay out the shit. Exactly. Thank you. Well played drop, Alan.
That was a premature, hockey section.
Just got to lay off the shit, Knocker. Just lay off the shit, man. Left that crystal meth, man. Come on.
Whoa, hey,
Come on now.
Breaking Bad.
All right, Breaking Bad. Yeah, Breaking Bad 187 Xbox One. Challenge me now. That's what I do when I score goals in FIFA.
FIFA right there.
That's what I do. That's what I do when I score goals. The people hate me on Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a whole sound system going.
This happens all the time.
I know,
So
yeah.
many goals.
Yeah, so many 1-0 games. They're epic, though. Epic battles. All right, first up
what do
here,
we got,
guys.
man? We gotta move.
Now, when you're swimming in the ocean, Knocker, when I was a kid, I used to you take us to the beach. One thing that I always dreaded was like when you get out there. I love going in the waves, going on the boogie boards, but when you can't touch the ground. You know what I mean? And
It's
you're in
scary.
the ocean.
Sure,
and
now
like,
you're in the ocean.
Now you're in the ocean. Now
You're not on the beach.
No.
You're in the ocean.
And maybe seaweed goes by. You're like, oh, shit. Like, I'm cool, guy. That girl didn't see me, right? That girl didn't see me. All right, she knows I'm cool. Right? You know what I mean? Like, you
I'm
want to
glad
be
they
a
can't
pussy.
see me peeing in my pants.
Yeah. I'm just like, you know when a guy's peeing when he's just floating there, like just smiling, and he's not moving around at all. But yeah, you know what I'm feeling, right? You just get
there
that
are
feeling.
some funky things
out
in
there.
the
When,
ocean.
you know when something brushes up against your foot, you get scared.
Sure.
Well, let's say a stingray brushes up against you. An 800-pound stingray. 800-pound.
stingray.
One of the biggest
What?
ever caught by Mark Quintino, Florida fishermen. They're the technical name. They're known as a hook skate. But you can check out the picture here at rantradionetwork.com or under our Wild Wilderness section at thenewsportsgrew.com as we talk about it. Quintero caught the massive ray while fishing 500 feet below the surface. He was actually looking for shark down there on a Japanese TV show. And it's not the first time he's caught one, though. It's I've actually caught one of these before, just not this big in size. It's one of the rarest fish we've ever seen, though. I mean, this thing's humongous, Knocker.
Yeah, it is.
That's a massive, massive
That is
stingray.
prehistoric.
Right there. That is prehistoric, right?
That's probably, 12 to 15 feet
Oh,
across?
it's got to be.
A wingtip to wingtip right there?
Got to be.
That is just amazing, man.
It is.
It really is.
It is. All right, guys. Next up here, Wild Wilderness Sports now.
Well, hang on. We got something coming in on.
Okay. It deals with Thanksgiving. Don't wait for it because we're
No.
holding it.
SportsCast THN. Like Bud Knocker's wife, I was left disappointed by today's hockey coverage.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
That was really poor hockey coverage.
It was. I'm sorry. We usually get into
For
the hockey.
two guys who really love hockey.
It is. But like we said, second half hockey. We're second half hockey. It's NFL. We got to cover
This is true. This
Okay?
is true. That was a quickie.
I know. We let down our hockey fans.
We're sorry, hockey
We're
fans.
sorry.
There'll be
We'll come
more
back
next week.
We'll come back with like a full
That was a
5
quickie.
minutes next week.
Kids are coming home, and you got to get back to work. That's what that was.
I apologize to all of our hockey fans.
Stay with us, though. You'll love
Yeah,
this.
stay with us. I cut it short for a reason. We only got 2 hours. Sorry about that. All right, guys? I like that Knocker's sex life, though. That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, Knocker. Now, one of my favorite parts at going to any sporting event is commercial breaks. There's a lot of stuff that go on during commercial breaks when you're live at a game, whether it's the kiss cam or the
Too many
dance
of them,
cam.
though. But go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is when you're watching too
Right.
many. But when you're there, you always find something enjoyable to watch.
Sure,
okay?
they try and make the dead time entertaining in the arena.
They do.
Yes.
Well, check out this Detroit Pistons fan who just decides to go on a dance-off. This kid's about 11 years old, and he
Okay.
goes up against a usher here. You can check out the video, rantradionetwork.com, as we play it up for you here. All right, it's fantastic. You like that? Okay, now just wait for the kid. Now, this kid's fantastic. This kid, here he is. Now, this guy's feeling it, right? It's like, oh, the camera's on me. Right, so he's feeling it,
That was awesome.
No, it's not even done yet. It's not even close. Now, the usher sees him, right? Here goes the usher.
Well, the usher has the white ball in his arms, too.
Good.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, back to me?
Yeah, kid's like
it's
a
on
fan.
now.
Oh, it's on now.
Now.
He's on.
It's on now, homie.
What?
What? What you got, homie? What you got?
Isn't that fantastic, Knocker? There's only one drop for that. There's only one drop. You gotta love them.
They're so shy.
You're so shy.
They're that was awesome.
That was awesome,
was
right?
fun.
If you guys missed the video, though, you can check it out under our trending video section, thenewsportsgrid.com.
That was probably the most entertaining thing that's happened at a Pistons game in
Yeah,
quite a
that's what I'm
long
saying.
time.
That's what I'm saying. They put Pistons highlights out. That's what they put out. They don't put the game highlights. All right,
Seriously,
guys.
that was good, clean fun.
Save
right there.
the best for last until we get our Thanksgiving bashing. All right. Now, Knocker, when you, like I said earlier, when I lose a game of football, my Cowboys lose, I drink the pain away sometimes.
Sure.
I have been known to have a
And
couple.
when they're winning, you drink the fun
pain
away.
because I think they're going to lose.
You're waiting.
As I'm waiting as they're winning, I wait for them to lose. So I drink
Now
a little bit.
you and your brother had a little
Yeah,
thing
me and
this weekend,
Giants
right?
fan. People know he's called him before. Giants fan is my younger brother. I don't know why he's a Giants fan. Don't ask me why he's there. But he thinks Eli's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But
Yes.
anyways, he came over, had him over. It was a great time. Big shout out to you, Giants fan. Had a good time. We got into it. We had some shit.
Now your
talking.
mother does not know that this was happening, right?
No, I don't think he knows how much he went home intoxicated after that either.
Well, no, not him, because you wouldn't allow that.
No, I wouldn't.
Right, but what he was doing was as the Cowboys kept mounting the score, you had him mixing your. He was your bitch.
So yes, he was my bitch for the day because before the game started, he felt so confident. He's like, you know what? If the score is tied, we're going to get our own drinks. But whoever's winning during the game, you're going to have to get the drinks for that person every game. I literally had the most drinks I've ever made. I just drank to make him get up. Just to make him get up. And they'd be like in the red zone. And I'd be like, I got like 2 sips. I don't want to see him
Weren't
in the
you
red zone.
specifying how many ice cubes?
Yeah, I was telling him, please give me 12 cubes with 2 squeezes of lemon. And he was so pissed off. It was fantastic, though.
They got you, though. They came back.
They came back. It was a great game, but I threw the final. That's right. I threw the final Hadouken at him, so it was fantastic. A big shout out, though. But, yeah, I drink. It's always people drink after their games. But when your team gets smashed by a team they're not supposed to, it hurts. And these Bears fans, this weekend, as we know, the Bears got smashed by the Rams.
Yes,
These two Bears fans were drinking at their local watering hole. And they decided, you know what? I'm going to get my self-confidence back. I challenge you to race, Knocker.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you, Knocker.
Disappointed.
Knocker, we're going to go outside.
Okay.
And we're gonna film this, and we're gonna race down the street to the end of the corner. At the end of the corner.
I'm faster than you.
I'm faster.
No,
than you.
I'm faster
I've got
than you.
Nikes on.
I'm faster than
I got
you,
Nikes on. Let me pump up my shoes.
I got my PF Flyers.
Oh,
homie.
PF Flyers,
I got
huh?
my PF. I
Okay,
can
well,
run
you ready to
faster
do
and
this?
jump
You ready
higher
to do
than you.
this?
Let's do it, man.
Because you know what? Drunk foot races only end as drunk
It's
foot
awesome.
races should, and
It's
you should
awesome.
watch this
Let's
right
do
now
this.
on the Sports.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, you're there.
Set, go.
Oh!
Yeah!
You guys are geniuses. Who is that? Don't do this. I'm so recording.
This girl just peed her pants laughing so hard.
I peed!
Alan, rewind one more time. Run it. There it goes. That's good, Alan. That's good.
Oh my God. That's
You got knocked the fuck out!
Bitch, drunk
Bears
fans,
bitch.
Thank you. Oh, Knocker, look at that.
Oh, he starts rolling sideways and just hits the lamppost with his right shoulder. Oh man!
And you love how they go 3-point stance. Look at he just crossed his lanes like
they were into it. But you know what? I call inquiry, man. The dude on the right started veering left and cut him off.
You think he cut him off?
I think he cut him off.
Let's check it out one more time.
The other guy tried to reach out to
see.
push him out of his lane and then just kept stumbling to the right. Watch.
Oh, he does kind. Oh, he does.
See,
yeah.
he moves out of his lane.
What a cheater!
He moves out of his lane to cut the guy off, causing the veer off to the right, sending him shoulder first into the post. Inquiry. The guy that knocked himself out wins that race by default.
Yeah. Mas puto. Yes. Mas puto
Now,
on that.
his collarbone's probably broken, separated shoulder, and
Yeah.
tons of embarrassment. But, oh, my God.
Isn't that fun? That's the funniest video.
That
right
is
there,
full
man.
speed, too.
And you hadn't seen that, right? You hadn't
no,
seen that?
I had not seen
You didn't
that.
have your computer all week, so you had not seen
That's just not messing around right there. I peed!
I know.
peed!
The girl's laughing so hard. I peed! That's awesome.
Don't do this. I'm so recording.
The Bears.
Fuck, because I peed.
Oh, we need to save that for Johnny.
No, we need to save that for Johnny.
For his New Orleans escapades.
New Orleans.
That's a New Orleans.
That's a good one. I'll throw it on tonight.
27 times.
Yeah, we'll throw it on tonight. So, again, guys, spin your wild world of sports. I got 10 more minutes on the show, so we'll take a little time here. I want to rant a little bit about Thanksgiving here a little bit. Now,
I love
Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays ever. I mean, how can you not like it? You're eating turkey. You're with family and friends. You're watching football all day. The women are in the kitchen where they should be, and I'm on the couch.
Yes.
Right? That's how it should be. Right? Alan's laughing.
The only thing I don't like about Thanksgiving is you have to choose every other year as to which family that you're going to go to. Because you just can't do two families. You just can't do it, and that's the only bummer that I hold for Thanksgiving.
Now, usually I'm going to go over the top 10 normal sides, okay, of Thanksgiving. Okay, most of these are your traditional sides. Now, we got number 1, got to have the gravy, right, Knocker? Got to have the gravy with Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Now, are you one of those guys that makes the gravy out of, like, the juices, that are inside the turkey pan? Or are you making I'm going to rip open a packet? Thank you for a little Thanksgiving music. I like that.
Well, that's what's good about my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Granny, I used to watch Granny, but she's passed away now. But I remember Granny would take the drippings in the big-ass pan. She'd take the turkey out. Right? It's the drippings. That's what they're called.
Stop talking about. That's what Wendy's calling it afterwards. Honey, it's just the drippings again. I got the drippings.
Wow.
No, but the gravy, you got to have the home, like the real homemade, right?
She'd put the big ass pan on the burners, throw the flour in there, and mix it up. Yeah, it'd come out kind of lumpy, but it's homemade. It's the best. Yeah, homemade gravy is the best. It is time consuming. You have to do it right so you don't caramelize it and blah blah blah. But that is a great tradition.
Okay, now you either got the sweet potatoes or the mashed potatoes, whatever you prefer, right? What's with sweet potatoes?
I don't know.
I just don't get that. I don't like the sweet potatoes.
I don't know. Sweet
Not
potato
about that.
fries. I don't know about the yams.
Now, you usually probably got some corn thrown in there.
Corn's all
right. You got your now stuffing is my go-to.
Absolutely.
The stuffing is what I live off.
Don't put onions in it.
I love the onions.
No, you're disgusting.
Onions are fantastic. I
what
love
about
onions.
nuts?
No nuts. No nuts in anything.
Nope.
No nuts in anything.
I don't want
I'm not
nuts
a
in
nut
my
guy.
mouth
I don't want
at any
nuts in
time.
my mouth at any time. Now, also,
Just saying.
Now, you're probably going to have your pumpkin pies out there.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a veggie dish of some sort. The green bean casserole. Now, I think it's overrated. I think the green bean casserole is one of those overrated dishes in the world. Why do I want green beans thrown in with a cream of mushroom? Just doesn't sound pleasant. Are you? I don't ever see you eat it. After I think about that being Thanksgiving. Do you ever get the green bean casserole?
At my brother's house, Susie, his wife, my sister-in-law, she makes a pretty good bean casserole with the sliced almonds. I don't count those as nuts.
Okay.
She has the sliced almonds over the top with the little crunch and the fried onions. The
Yeah.
little fried onions over the top.
Fried onions on
That's
top.
like having a little stuffing mixed in with it, so it's not just the green beans in the soup.
Okay.
If it was just the green beans in the soup, no. But you got to have the other little stuff.
Yeah, no
to make it
raisins in the
better.
stuffing either.
Oh my God!
Who puts the raisins in the stuffing?
That's just wrong.
That's wrong. That's like the person that hands out raisins
Now-
on Halloween.
Now my mom makes killer stuffing.
Okay, stuffing. Down.
Now-
The stuffing's the best.
Now the stuffing, my mother-in-law every year she does make the stuffing in the turkey.
Okay.
That's difficult to do. It's really difficult.
I don't think
to
that's
time
sanitary.
That
Is that sanitary?
You got to do it right. You do have to do it right, but when it's done right,
Yeah.
because you got all the juices in it, and you got all the butter and the drippings from the turkey mixed into that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Now the one that needs to go.
Don't give me the stovetop.
Yeah, don't give me the stove. I agree with you. Don't throw some water in with some flakes and have it
don't
poof
give me
up.
the stovetop.
Raisins should die by death by fire squad. That's what comes in on Twitter right now. I agree with you. Now, we've had a lot of people come in and chime in on with the cranberry sauce. I hate the Who eats cranberry sauce?
I have no idea. My in-laws, again, Granny, she used to love that. She used to love cranberry.
The cranberry sauce
She
is so
loved the cranberry. Love
horrible.
the cranberry.
Now, my one that I want to get into is the one that's I don't know what you call it, the marshmallowy pink.
Oh, yeah, that thing?
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that called?
The
marshmallowy pink,
the white pink,
white pinky Cool Whip thing. What is that called? Time on Twitter. What is that?
I don't know what that's
But why? That's not a Thanksgiving dish.
No, they're trying to make it one.
Just stop with it.
Yeah.
Just stop with
No.
it, people. Eat what the
Meat
Indians
and
ate.
potatoes.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of the Indians,
Yes.
Proto chimes in. Another thing, pineapples and yams. How the hell do you rationalize Pilgrims and Indians had pineapples?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Yeah, were they on a tropical island in the Bahamas when they had Thanksgiving dinner?
I don't think so, no.
Proto, good point.
Where do pineapples come in?
Where do pineapples?
Thanksgiving.
And where does ham come in? I hate ham.
I like ham.
Ham is not good.
I like ham.
I think it's because mom put cloves in it, and I hate cloves. I hate the smell of cloves. They gross me out.
Really?
And enough with all these other dishes. Don't put lamb out there.
I'm not a lamb guy
or pork
either.
loin.
I'm not a lamb guy.
Just don't put those other. It's turkey.
Meat and potatoes. Turkey, mashed potatoes,
Yes.
stuffing. Now, I thought you were going to talk about Aunt Steph's broccoli.
No,
Broccoli
don't go
casserole.
there.
Oh, that broccoli casserole with the inch-thick cheese melted on top with the
Really?
breadcrumbs.
Really? Because the Pilgrims, the Indians had ovens, right?
I don't care about that. I just like it.
It's
I look forward to that.
You know what? And you know what? Another thing about Thanksgiving, stop sitting the 16 through 21-year-olds at the kids' table. I hated that. Why did I get sit with the 5-year-old at the house? I'm 17 years old.
Josh.
I can watch R-rated movies, and you're sitting here with a 5-year-old at
Josh,
the table.
There's 25 grandchildren.
I know we had a big family, but
Something had to give. 25 grandchildren were at these meals. Something had to give in the seating chart. Okay? Just something had to give.
I'm over here with a guy sticking green beans up his nose while I'm trying to enjoy my, Thanksgiving dinner. I hope at 29 years old now I can finally get to the adult table at Grandma's house. I'm telling you. It's one thing that me and Matt, my brother Matt, we're like, what the fuck? Like, why are we sitting with baby Amy?
I could drink.
I could drink. I'm sitting here with a beer. Hey, guys, what's new on Disney Junior?
That always is, man. But God, I mean, you're talking 52 people in one
Yeah.
house, and that's just immediate family.
And another thing out there. When the holidays is at your house, turn the flippin' air conditioning on, because you know what? People get hot. Everyone's in wool sweaters, long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants. Please open a goddamn window. It's usually at a grandma's house who's hot as shit, has 3 ovens going with the turkeys. I walk in there, I'm supposed to gain weight, not lose it from sweating. Open a window.
That is true. That house is hot.
I'm not talking about grandma. I'm just talking in general. Grandma, I
Yeah,
love you.
in general.
Still give me Christmas.
I do like the carving, though. Carving is my tradition. I
What
get
is?
to, I get
you
to
are
carve
the
the turkey.
now.
I am the carver, and my brother-in-law Jim.
Because I forget. I haven't been to Thanksgiving with you. I'm not going this year because I'm going to my wife's family. Haven't been with you guys for like a couple years, but I used to go all the time. Are you one of the douches that go out there and get the one that's automatic, the carver? They go, it's like, dude, you're like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre going on a turkey.
No, at my age, yeah, Uncle Jim and I, we used to carve it with
You
just
have
a
the
knife.
forearms. Everyone loves your forearms. You're telling me you can't carve a turkey with a regular knife.
You know, I'm into easy now.
And all you hear in the kitchen is, oh, it's cut on the bone. I can't get it out.
Yeah, it's so much easier that way. It's
the lazy
awesome.
way. Are you still the official carver? Because I know
myself
you were.
And Jim, yeah, he carves the ham, and I carve the turkey.
Another thing.
For it.
We got more minutes here. Enough with the dark meat is better. Dark meat is horrible.
Oh, no, dark meat is awesome.
No,
dark
it's got more
meat is
flavor.
Awesome. It does.
White meat is the best, man.
There's more moisture in the dark meat. Absolutely.
I love my breasts.
You know, the only thing. Why is there fruit salad?
Yes. Why? Why is there fruit salad?
And there is always.
Thank you.
There's always 80% too much green salad.
Yes, I agree.
Right?
Always too much green. There's always too many salads.
And you know what
I mean? No, like you said, potatoes and meat.
Yes. Rolls, potatoes, meat,
gravy. Boom.
Man stuff.
Man stuff.
Man food.
I don't mind corn. I could take a little bit of corn in there. Mix the corn with the potatoes.
Well, it helps you
Not
digest
bad.
it all.
Yeah.
You kind of need the corn or you ain't pooping for about 4 days.
Man, that shit the next day after Thanksgiving.
It did awesome.
Oh, my God. I feel like a new man. Like, I feel just like this guy. I'm telling you. I mean, talk about Black Friday. It's Black Hole Friday after Thanksgiving in my house. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, Toker Sammy chimes in.
Yeah.
Never like cranberry sauce. And don't bring tamales to Thanksgiving. That's for Christmas.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, back off the ham shit-talking guru. I'm above talking shit on your driveway. I'm about to take a shit on my driveway. Wow. Because Irish lives close to me. He's about to go over to my house and take a Thanksgiving crap on my driveway.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Dark meat can line up next to raisins in the firing
squad. That's right.
How about turkey tamales? No!
No, tamales are only for Christmas, not Thanksgiving.
Yes, and not turkey.
Yeah.
Not
Who makes
turkey tamales?
I think that's to be the whitest tamale. Let's make turkey tamales.
And you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I know it's because you got to stretch your food, whatever. But the sweet tamales, the ones with the fruit in them.
Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop.
Stop. I'm done with the cheese tamales too.
Yeah.
I want my pork.
Yes.
I want my beef.
I want my beef. Yes.
That's it.
I don't mind a little green chili in there every once in a while.
Well, no, but that's with the pork and what?
Just no cheese. I'm not ordering a quesadilla.
Stop the cheese tamales because all that does is plug you up. There's no need for that.
Well said. Well said.
The masa and the cheese just plugs you up.
Well said.
Can't drink enough beer to make that shit move.
Guaranteed.
Okay, literally. Beef, pork.
Done. That's it.
Done.
Tamales. Stop being cute with your tamales.
Yeah, and we don't need the 5 inches of masa.
Yeah,
okay?
You know, what's with that? I ordered a tamale. I have to take 2 bites before I get into the meat.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I could have just ordered some cornbread.
Exactly, man.
The fuck is that? That's been your Thanksgiving rant. That's been your Thanksgiving rant for you guys. So, hey, guys, we want to give a big shout out, though. Rant Radio Network.
Thank
Alan,
you.
big
Thank
word.
you, Alan.
Thanks to everybody, the fans out there. You guys are the fantastic. You guys want to make this all possible. All our sponsors, Fireman's Brew, Juicy Whip, James F. Hunchheimer, Aldolinos, anyone else I've missed out there. Sports Trade X, been fantastic as well. Want to give a big shout out there. And all the fans, as always. You guys are fantastic. So, we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Everybody have a safe holiday for you. I've got a little song. Can I play the song on the way out for you?
Yes.
Is it okay? I got a little song for you guys to take out. Everyone's favorite, Adam Sandler, Thanksgiving song. We love you guys all. Knocker, thanks you once again. We'll be back next week. Check us out tonight. Special show, 5 to 7, ToadOpNetwork.com, guys. Thank you.
Enjoy
we love you
and
all.
Appreciate your families.
Definitely. We'll be out.
This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. I love you. Eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next